miedo. One in my pocket. My pocket. Let me go. Let me see on my phone, man. I got my alarm set. 11:39. 11:39. 11:39 in the AM here, Yonkers, New York, USA. I put my keys. Just put my keys over here. Put my keys. Put my keys. Make a Montana. Put it over here somewhere. So put it over here with this guy. And man, need to man up. Man up. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, man. What am I gonna do with this crap? What am I gonna do with this? I don't know, man. I need to clear this shit out of here. I could use it for something. I could use these brackets to make it. Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to do this thing. I guess I'm gonna take it apart and put it away. Screw here, screw here. Awesome. Nut. Screw, and then this got a hand screw. Yeah, I'm probably gonna take this apart. I'm not gonna have use for this. I don't know why I bought this. I guess I didn't know any better at the time. I didn't know any better at the time. But I didn't know any better. Yeah. I'm gonna shut this off. Shut up my space heater. Plug it. Public service announcement with space heaters. If you're gonna use a space heater like this one, this is my public service announcement with space heaters. Let me put live chat. You got more people chatting in there. Whenever you use a space heater like this, do not plug this directly into the wall. Never plug a space heater into the wall, especially if you live in an apartment. Big no. Don't do that. What you do, I've been doing this for many, many years. You know, sometimes I need this room to warm up for like an hour, and then I'm okay. First of all, when you get a space heater, you know, not the old, old ones, but even if you have those, never ever plug it directly into the wall. Don't do that, because number one, especially when you crank this up, I think the highest rated this could go up to is 1,500 watts. You do not want to plug this directly into a wall. Trust me, this cord can warm up. But moreover, what's on the end of this cord can really warm up. Especially if you live in a building, old building or whatever. Don't do. That's why I recommend you plug the space heater. I do that with my AC too. When you plug the space heater in AC, plug it to an extension cord that's rated. You know, for example, this one. I have this one right here. See, I plug it into here. Excuse me. I plug it into one of these extension. This one's pretty long. It's about 25 feet. 25 feet. Then this goes to the wall. What's gonna happen is, and again, don't run it all day. I put the timer. As soon as I turn on the power, I put 1 hour. That's it, just to warm up the room, and then that's it. That's all you need. You don't need to have it on cranky 24/7. That's gonna really warm up this line. It's gonna heat it up, but at least if you plug it this, you got it in a little, enough that it won't get hot. Preferably, you can plug this into a power strip that has a circuit breaker. If it overloads, boop, that's it. It gets cut off. Preferably, I prefer that. But if you don't have that, plug this in. But you plug this here. Don't plug this directly to the wall because that way, and like I said, I only use this for 1 hour. I put the timer on it, so as soon as the hour's over, it shuts off. That's it. Too many fires out there with space heaters now. What happens is they plug this into the wall and they crank it up and they leave it on all night. No, you don't do that. You never ever do that with space heaters. Do not do that. Do not do that. Don't do that. Because I not with this space heater, but for example with the air conditioner, especially with the air conditioner, I plug it into a power strip with a breaker, but I run an extension to the power strip. That way I give it enough time for if it gets warmed up, any heat can dissipate from it and it will not affect it, because heat is the enemy. Heat is the enemy. And too much heat especially on behind the wall. Heat on this extension is okay. If it's warm, it's okay. Because you can feel it. You can say, okay, that's good. Especially if you only have for an hour. If you have for an hour, it's okay. But if you put this and you rely on whatever's on the other side of the wall, at that point you cannot see that line behind the wall getting hot. And that is the problem. Especially when there's wood behind it, like with the wood framing and all that. That's when fires happen. Especially if the wire is compromised, if it has a nick in it or whatever, and there's anyway, the point is I never do that. I always plug a space heater into a heavy duty extension cord like this one that can handle the amperage. I even have thicker ones. I have the yellow ones, which is thicker. This one is pretty good, but the yellow one I have is really thick. I use that one for the AC. And my AC is the one that really can because this I only want for when I put this on, I only run it for 1 hour. As soon as I press power, I hit the timer. And I always pick 1 hour. That's all I need to warm up the room, and then I'm comfortable. That's it. You don't crank this up 24/7, even if you have an extension. I would not recommend that. First of all, you're gonna run your utility bill through the roof because these things are, at the highest temperature setting, we're talking about 1500 watts. This thing, okay, so that's why I'm telling you. And a lot of people don't understand that. I know people. Listen, I grew up in poor apartment, I in a poor neighborhood. Lived in an apartment. We barely had heat. Sometimes we didn't have no heat. We put space heaters. Back then we didn't know. Of course, I was a little boy. I didn't know about all this stuff. And this is what happens. A lot of people get in trouble when they plug this directly into the wall and fires happen. And they will happen. That's why I did a public service announcement here for that about the use of space heaters. Please, people, be careful with space heaters, but don't run them 24/7. Don't do that. They have timers in it now, like this one. This one has a timer. You see, 1 hour shuts off. Especially in the other room when I'm about to go to sleep, I put it for 1 hour and then it shuts off. By that time, I'm already sleeping. And that's it. Now, if you're up and you're, whatever, sometimes I'll wait a while. I'll put it 1 hour again. That's it. I don't go beyond that. There's no need to. You only want the room. You only want to warm up the room comfortable enough where you're not freezing your ass off. In other words, for this basement right now, I have a thermostat in the next room. My Alexa one. Right now it's 65 degrees in this basement. That's good. It's not 70, but it's fine. I could wear my sweater. I just put on my sweater. I'm okay down here. That's down here because remember I'm in the basement. Now upstairs it's 70. Upstairs it's 71. It's comfortable upstairs. But in this basement, I get areas where I do get draft. I have windows that I need to seal up and all that too. So this is why I have to run this for like an hour sometimes. Today's not that bad. Today we're already in the 30s. It's gonna go up to about 42 degrees here today in Yonkers, New York. So we had a little bit of snow last night, but no accumulation. Of course, after this weekend, we're supposed to dip in temperatures again. But definitely, just be careful out there, people that have space heaters. Please, please, please do not plug these into the wall directly. Get a heavy duty extension cord at least. Or better yet, get an extension cord and a power strip with a circuit breaker. That way, if the line gets overloaded, it doesn't make it to the wall and heat up the wiring inside the wall. It'll stop at the power strip. That's it. I never had that issue with this one, but I did had a couple of years ago. I had the one with the radiator style. I had the oil in it. I had one of those old radiator style type electric heaters. And I remember one time I was half asleep. I was falling asleep. I just came home from work. I was really tired. And that one, of course, back then they didn't have a timer. And literally, I saw it spark up, and it started smoking. And I ran and unplugged that sucker, and it turned out that something happened inside, and if I wasn't paying attention, who knows, the fire could have started. But these space heaters not like this one. This one has a fan in it, and it blows the air. This one is oscillates. These are very good to have. These are nice. Yeah, these are Costco, or this is Lasco. What's the name? Lasco. See, very good. I had this for about 10 years now. It worked pretty good. They always come with the remote. But that's what I definitely do. I only turn this on for 1 hour. I put the timer on it. Enough to warm up the room. That's all you need. Don't run these 24/7. You don't have to do that. You don't do that. If it gets really really cold, run it 1 hour at a time with a timer. Let the room, then run it again. That way you give it a break. That way it doesn't get too hot either. The main thing you don't want is the wire to get hot. You don't want that. Even an extension cord, you don't want that to happen. I'll be right back. Let me wash my hand. And good morning, Kevin Martin. Good morning. Excuse me. Yeah. Also, let me put my sweater on. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just picking up the ruins. You can see now I can walk around and other stuff. I'm taking stuff out of here. And the next step is to clear out that corner. Hopefully by the end of the weekend, and then we'll see what I can do. Kind of anxious to get this thing going with the shack. So let me. So good morning, Kevin Martin. Let me put this. I don't like over here in between the two. Oh, Jesus, it's not gonna work. Yeah, no shaving today. I just said, what the hell? Let me check something here. Okay, let me lower this thing down. I just turned on everything in here. So my FTA going on over here, 10 meters, and quite a bit of people on. I don't know if you'll say, 10 meters is not. Yeah, 10 meters is great. It's 10 meters. All of that. Yeah, I know Mario Dixon had his live stream a couple of days ago. I was there. He had a good live stream. But anyway, I feel like My advice to him is don't give up too early. That's my only advice I can give to him about when you're making contact, because you gotta understand. And my rejection, I don't know if he's on here. You're working with 25 watts. You're working with 25 watts. So actually, it's to your advantage. This is my tip to you, and this is a tip. This is a tip. When you're working with 25 watts or less, when you see the 10-meter band, there's not that many people on the, like, for example, the chorus. I'll show you. Let me just show you what I mean, rather than tell you. When the band is like this, let me move the, actually, you know what? I'm going to move this to the other side. When the band is like this, well, right now it's really, you saw how long it was, now it's shrinking. When the band is like this, and you're working on with 25 watts or less, um, don't rely on PSK reporter all the time. Number one, don't do that. When me and you make contact that last time, what it was, a couple of months ago now, you was already evening time, and I think over here local time I was around 3 o'clock in the afternoon already, or close to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I think it was close enough that I was about to. I think that I don't know if that day I had to pick up my son or not. Anyway, it was past 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I felt like you gave up too early. You gave up a little too early. When this band starts dwindling here, it's actually your chance to get hurt, because you're not competing. And think about it. Think about it. You're not competing with all these people to be heard. You know, I made a contact with Japan with 7 watts. With 7 watts FTA, 7 watts, and it was dwindling down. It was like my local time at that time was about 7-ish at night already. It was already dark outside. The band was it was only a handful of people. But remember, I'm not competing with all these people to be heard. When you're at 25 watts, you got people with 100 watts or a kilowatt or whatever. You're not gonna break through. You're not gonna break through. So it's to your advantage when they start leaving, because you're gonna have a handful of people and then you'll get hurt. And I think that's the mistake that he made. He gave up too early when he was doing the 10 meters. 10 meters is not, you gotta understand that 10 meters is not 20 meters. I know a lot of you guys are used to 20 meters, you can be there all day and all that. 10 meters does not work that way. And that's why, you know, see, I have to work 10 meters by necessity, because my license, allows me to do 10 meters only on FTA for now until I upgrade. So I learned these patterns over the last 2 years. When you are on low power, or you're 25 watts or less, or 20 watts, I think it's 20 watts. Zygo G90 is 20 watts. Excuse me, 20 watts. When you try to find a particular station, you don't want to compete with all of these people. You want, and then when they start leaving, because what happened? A lot of people jump back to band. That's what it's not the condition. You guys keep that in mind. It's not only the condition. It's people are jumping from band to band. I monitor the other bands, and I see the same people here on other bands. They just jumping around. That's all they're doing. Some of it's all they're doing. But just because it gets dark where you are doesn't mean that you cannot be heard. You're still gonna be heard. I think you gave up a little too early. That's my opinion. You know. And you also got sidetracked. There was a time that I'll give you another one. I'll give you another advice, Married to the Exa. There was a time that I know Matt, you was talking to Matt on the C4 FM, and you did not broadcast for a good 15 minutes. You had it on Runaway, TX Runaway. That means that what happened with TX Runaway is that I have a separate time limit that I'm sending out signals. Let me put my hand right here. I have a set time limit when I'm sending out signals. But after a while, in my case, I have it set up for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, it'll stop. Just in case I get distracted or whatever. That's when you get the TX runaway, you get the runaway stuff here. Okay. You had your runaway here for a good 10 minutes while you was talking. And you were saying that nobody was hearing you. Well, of course, nobody's going to hear you if you're not broadcasting or transmitting, excuse me. And that's what happened too. And I was kind of like, what is wrong with this guy? I was like, he needs to pay attention to the FTA. Instead of worrying about this guy with the C4FM thing. You understand? I'm not criticizing him. But I feel like, you know what, you look back at your live stream, and I'm telling you, you did a couple of things that at that time I think you could have got heard, but you felt, you got distracted by the digital thing with this guy, and then but when you came back, you said, oh, it was dead. It was not dead. It's just that, I think that you need to focus more on certain things. Because when me and him were on, when me and him did our contact, that's another thing. When me and him did our contact, I was determined to get his contact. You understand? I think that live stream I was on for a while. I think I did a 6-hour live stream that day. I forgot what it was. It was a long live stream. You know what I'm saying? When you're making a contact with somebody, you can't be, oh, I'm going to go to 12. I'm going to go back to 10. No, you got to stay on 10. That's it. You understand? I'm just saying, when you're determined to make the contact at 10, either you stay at 10 or just don't, you know what I'm saying? You got to have that. It's a commitment thing. I'm just saying, and that kind of frustrated me with, the others. I clearly saw Jill's, but now he wasn't, I didn't see him in terms of pro. I saw him contacting the other guy. That was it. So I already had an idea that the other guy could see him and I could see the other guy. That means eventually I will see him. And then what happened? I saw, his grid square, another call sign with his grid square. That means that you can see him eventually. And I saw a call sign with, like, for example, my Radius DX's, I didn't see my Radius DX, but I saw the grid square. A grid square indicates that the signal is going there. It's just sometimes you just got to wait it out. And I feel like that didn't happen. Matt said he heard me. He saw me in Denver, Colorado. As soon as I got on 10 meters. I was not even 10 minutes into 10 meters. And he already has seen me communicating on FTA. Remember, FTA is weak signal propagation mode. You don't have to have a strong signal. Even a weak signal. I think that what happened was a couple of things happened. One, you guys were not committed to contacting each other on 10. That was it. That's why you guys didn't make the contact. It's not that, according to PSK report, no. You cannot pay attention to that all the time either. Those are just reports from other people. You cannot just solely go on that. And I feel like he dropped the ball on that. He dropped the ball on that. I'm sorry. I sound critical. I'm sorry, but you know what? When you're gonna when you're saying you're gonna make contact, like when we make contact, I was committed to getting the contact with you. I was here all day. I was doing my thing all day. But by necessity, I can't go to any other band. As soon as you jump to another band, you lose the opportunity on the band you are now. You cannot be on two bands at the same time. So you have to decide, I want to make a 10-meter contact. Then stay on 10 meters. Wait it out. You know how many times I had to wait it out here to get a contact that kept going back and forth from an exotic country? I wouldn't have got that if I was impatient. You know, I'm knocking on the door to 150 countries and I'm at 149 countries worked. You don't get that by being impatient. You don't. You understand? Sometimes you gotta write the queue. Sometimes there's a country where everybody here is contacting the same country. And you gotta wait it out. You just gotta wait it out. That's it. You don't have a choice. You know? Especially some small island in the Pacific like Pitcairn Island or, Kiribati Island, aka Christmas Island. You're not gonna get that on the first try. Even me at 100 watts, I didn't get that in the first try. I had to wait. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like you guys, I'm gonna say both of you guys, dropped the ball on that. You should have made contact on 10 meters. There was no excuse for it. It's just that it was impatience on both of you parts. I'm gonna say it. Sorry, I'm gonna say it. You can say, "Oh, you didn't see me. You didn't see me." No, you didn't hang around long enough to see me. That's it. Because I'm seeing everybody else that you guys are making contact with. So it's eventually a time where I'm going to see you guys too. But you guys keep jumping back and forth. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. Yeah, I won't be in for the next one. I'm done with that. I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't. I know somebody will say, well, just get to general. That's not the point. The point is, me and him did a 10-meter contact. And of course he had to do more on his part because he's dealing with 20 watts. Okay, I get it. But it works both ways, I feel like, at that time that we did it, we were more committed to making the contact. I feel like the stream that, they just dropped the ball on it. I'm sorry. I know they made the contact in lower bands, but, I was disappointed. For me myself, I was disappointed. I feel like they didn't give me a chance, and that's fine. You know what? But I'm done. I'm done. Done with that. Sorry. It's just when you make a commitment, stick to it. That's all I'm saying. When you start jumping around, I can't help you. You lost me. And then when you got distracted by this guy with the C4FM issue, you know what? Now you just lost the whole. I'm sorry. It was frustrating. It was frustrating to watch. I'm not gonna say anything because that's not my chat. But I'm gonna say it here. When you do something like that, you need to be committed. Do you want the 10-meter contact? You're gonna have to wait it out. Does he want it now? Now, if he's dictating the, oh, I don't have time, well, that's on him. I'm sorry. I love all you guys, but you got to make a commitment. That's it. I'm sorry. It's just the way I feel. I don't know if you call me sour grapes or whatever, but I don't know. I just don't. It was frustrating. It's frustrating to watch because I'm like, bro, I could see you. I saw his grid square here. I saw a couple of grid squares here from his local area. I saw grid squares from Canada, from Quebec. So it's a matter of time before I see you. You understand? It's simple. It's simple. It's not rocket science. Once you see the grid square of your area, it's a matter of time before I see your call sign. All you got to do is make it above, the signal. Now that can clear at any moment. With any band, I learned this with any band, either 10 meters or whatever, conditions can turn in a dime. I know you get all the indicators and all that. That's fine. It's not an exact science. So a lot of you people got to stop that with the, well, according to this chart. No, no. I'm telling you because it happened to me. You know? Happened to me many times. I was on I may be on, it's dark outside and it's 8 o'clock at night, and boom, I got a contact from Japan. When everybody else was gone, I got another contact from Japan. Or better yet, from Vietnam. I'm in a contact from Vietnam. Vietnamese contact. You got to be patient. If it was that easy where people give it to you in a silver platter, everybody will have a DX100 award and all that shit. I'm serious. You got to earn it, bro. You got to go and get it. And you got to put in the work. I'm sorry. I'm just a little, amped up about it. I feel like the commitment wasn't there. That's just it. For me, the commitment was not there. You guys did not really want to make contact on 10 meters. You guys thought that you're going to go in there, you see each other, and that's it, boom. It don't happen that way sometimes. Sometimes it don't happen that way. In fact, a lot of time it don't happen that way. You're competing with a lot of people in there. Even the people that you see. There's just remember, there's a delay. Remember that there's a delay. This is a call roster at that particular moment. That means it's not that moment. It's already a delay. There's already a delay. You understand? This goes over the network. All the information is here, but that's going over websites and all that spotter information and all that stuff. This is a delay. You understand that? It's a delay. It's a network delay. That's why you got to have your time sync on this thing and everything. I feel like you guys just gave up too easily, and that was it. And I just I feel. I'm sorry. I just I was still about not saying it, but I'm gonna say it. Because next time, now if you're gonna commit to 10 meters, say we're gonna make contact at 10 meters. That means you gotta pay more attention. That's why a lot of people don't. It's a challenge to them because they don't have the patience for it. You gotta have the patience for this band. Good morning, Tasso. Happy Friday. Good morning. Good afternoon. Excuse me. It's 12 o'clock here in the Yonkers near 12 minutes after 12. Right now it's 38 degrees. We're supposed to go up to 42, I believe. So it's about freezing already. A little bit of snow that was out there. My wife was like, "Are you going to put salt?" I said, "No, I'm not going to put salt. Temperature's supposed to go up in the 30s tomorrow. I'm not going to waste my salt. I'm not going to waste salt on my sidewalk." And it's already gone. It's melted. There's nothing there anyway. Just a little dusty. I don't know what happens with these people. If they see a little bit of snow, they panic. Like they see a little dusting, they think, oh my God, we're going to have a blizzard. Oh my God, no. Chill out, people. Different gear TV. Good afternoon. It's not morning now, it's afternoon here. 12 o'clock. Status on the radio SI 4732. They haven't even shipped it out yet. So I'm already frustrated on that with AliExpress. I hate when you order something and they still haven't shipped it out yet. Oh, God. And I ordered that when? When did I order that? Like 3 or 4 days ago. Probably like 4 days ago already. Yeah, about 4 days ago, right? Yeah, it's not that cold today. It's not. Right now, it's 38 degrees. It's not cold. To me, this is balmy weather now. Once it goes over 35, it's balmy weather for me. Yeah, right. So it's already been a few days. They still haven't shipped it out yet. Oh my God, just driving me nuts now. It hasn't even been shipped out yet. So now I think that one's gonna take a month. When it doesn't get shipped out right away, I figured, oh boy, here we go. Until it gets shipped out, then I can give a timeline when I'm gonna receive it. But that's what happened. Oh, maybe the 3D printing the cases. I don't know, but they already said that they had. What happened? What happened was where I went to a few of those because AliExpress is a whole bunch of stores. So I went to one store where it was cheaper. It was a couple of dollars cheaper, but they were out of stock. So obviously, I'm not gonna order it there. And plus, you can't order it when it's out of stock. When it's out of stock, the buy button is disabled. You can't buy it anyway, which is a good thing. You don't want to pay for something that's out of stock already. Then you have to go through the whole process of getting your money back. So when I bought that one, it says it was in stock. Obviously, it allowed me to click on it. So I don't know if they make it there and they ship it out to you or it's already made. I'm assuming it's already made. Because another thing is that it seems to I guess that radio is now getting popular. So maybe even though they said they have it in stock, maybe they're already backlogged. That's I had a feeling that might happen because there's not a lot of videos on that radio. That radio just came out on the market not too long ago. That radio just came out. I believe it's. I know there was a couple of videos that are about 2 weeks old, and I think that's it. I know one channel that made several videos on that radio is I'll give him his props. M0FXB. Although sometimes he goes through the video too fast. I don't know why he rushes. He needs to slow down. Like there was one that he was tuning the band. He's like going too fast. And people told him, slow down, bro. Like relax. Like you're gonna go through the features of the radio, just slow down. And I was watching the video and I was like, what's wrong with this guy? Is he on crack or something? I'm sorry. I was like, what's wrong with this dude, bro? Like, why is he like going so fast? He really hopped up on something. I don't know. And then there was another video that it was like clearly it was clickbait. It says airband, right? He made a thumbnail and it says airband. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe there's airband function in here. So as soon as I go in there, it's just nothing. It's about nothing. Doesn't even cover the so it's clearly a clickbait, and that's why I watch his videos because he helped me out with the his videos helped me out with the Yaesu FT991. He made a bunch of videos on that, which I appreciate that. But I noticed he's getting more clickbaity. Like he's been posting like 3 or 4 videos a day now, like 3-minute video, 1-minute video, right? Like. And people even told him, what's wrong with you? Why you post so many videos? Just make one video and cover everything. Why you have to make the little tidbits? Like are you that thirsty for views? Like what's wrong with this guy? So anyway, and there's no other video. There's another video, but it's a Russian guy. Obviously he's in Russian. I don't understand what the hell he's saying, so I can't. And that's it. There's not that many videos on this radio. So I don't know when I'm going to get this radio. As soon as I get this radio, I'm going to play around with it. From what I know, it has RDS, which I didn't know when I bought the radio. I didn't know it had RDS. Because he posted a video, or the same guy that I just spoke about. And he showed the RDS. So it has RDS also, that little radio. It has RDS. It has single sideband. A little radio has single sideband. It has lower sideband, upper sideband. So it has I don't know if it has long wave. I know medium wave, short wave, and FM. FM. When it's because I see people he posts VHF. It's not VHF. It's FM. It's FM. But I'm definitely gonna play around with it when I get it. I'm that one. I'm definitely gonna do a bunch of videos on it, and because that's another thing I need to make. I have backlog on videos that I need to work on. But lately I'm clearing out this basement, and my wife has been getting on my ass. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. She's been bragging me for since the holidays over. She's been bragging me about stuff, and I have to. That's why it's hard to juggle these two. Make content, and that's why I'm popping in here because I'm taking a break, and she's not here. She's at work, and my son is in school. That's why I could pop in here and do this stuff. Tasso, yes, this cold spell. Well, yeah, I know. After the weekend, is forecast is the temperature is really gonna drop starting Tuesday. So Monday is gonna be the inauguration. My son doesn't have school that day because it's Martin Luther King birthday. Also, is a holiday, a federal holiday, I believe. I know my son doesn't have school that day, so. And then, of course, the inauguration is on Monday, and then after that, I believe Tuesday, we're gonna get wind chills below zero. Wind chills. I believe. I think it's gonna be like double digit. Minus double digit wind chill. It's gonna get you think it was cold this last? It's gonna get colder next week. So that's why I'm gonna have to seal. I need to take that stuff out of the way. I'm gonna seal that window up because I'm getting draft through that window a lot. Even though I took the air conditioner out, there's an area where I kind of I need to seal it. So I need to cover up that window real good. In fact, I'm probably gonna be sleeping upstairs on the second floor. I'm not gonna sleep in the basement that whole time. It's just too cold. Even if I run that space heater for an hour or so, it's just too cold. I'm never wrong. I love the basement, but the basement has certain things that if it gets cold, it really gets cold. You'll feel it down here too. Good thing about the cold weather, it's good for my equipment. Right now, my equipment stays nice and cool. It's cranking and running, and it stays nice and cool. That's a good thing about the cool weather. Of course, in warm weather, the basement stays kind of cool all the way up to like the middle of summer. Then it kind of what do you say? It kind of levels out, and then it starts getting a little warmer down here. But it never stays. It's never as hot as upstairs. So here I can get by with the air conditioner in a comfortable setting, and I don't have to run it all the time. And so it has its disadvantages. It's just that when it's cold like this, you feel it down here more. Yeah. Different gear. I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, I know I think it's like 4 days ago when I ordered it. So they haven't even shipped it yet. It hasn't even been shipped yet. So I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna let it. I'm gonna wait it out now because I ordered it. I'm not gonna even. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna. They're gonna ship it eventually. I mean, hopefully it don't take a month like what happened with my what happened with this guy. It took a month for this guy to arrive. Hopefully that won't be the case with this radio. But I figure at the price that low, and it was that radio's already getting around in terms of word of mouth. Yeah, there's probably already a backlog on it. There's probably already a backlog on it. Who knows? So yeah. So maybe they're printing out there. Maybe they're doing 3D print the case close. I think it's probably a little backlog. Maybe. But remember, as soon as I talked about it, I can imagine because there's not that many videos on this radio. So I don't know. I don't know if anybody else here ordered it so far, but that's a very good price. I mean, that radio does, like I said, single sideband. It does RDS. I found out that after the fact, and I was watching the that guy's video, and he demonstrated it. He was going through his FM, but he went too fast. That's the problem. He too fast. You know, people worried about music so much on YouTube. You know, just do it and then dispute it. You know, that's all you have to do. Just you know. So anyway, but it showed it. It showed it. I know he was on BBC, some BBC station on FM, and it said BBC Radio 4 or something. Radio, I forgot what number it was. So it does do RDS. It demonstrated it does do RDS. And also the FM, it tells you if it's FM stereo or mono, so it kind of locks in. So when you do RDS, obviously got to lock into FM stereo, then you see the RDS. But I think the radio does RDS. I was like, wow. So what I'm gonna do is when I get that radio here, I'm gonna hook it up to my roof antenna, and I'm gonna do several bands count with that little radio. I may have to hook up that radio to an external speaker though, because the speaker on it is not is a very tiny speaker on it. So I may hook it up to where is it at? I have it around here. I may hook it up to this guy, an external speaker like this. So I may do that. I should have done that with the TEF 6696 when I did that Christmas. When I did that live stream Christmas Day in the boiler room, I should have hooked up the radio to this speaker, and that way you gotta get a better sound for the you know. But I wanted to show the radio it is native speaker, I guess. But ideally, this would be better. This is a much better speaker. You can see there's two right here, right? One, two, and then you have this behind. You have this you see? This is a very good speaker. Uh it's a Bluetooth speaker also. But you can hook up also it's a Bluetooth speaker, but you can hook up also where the connection is at. Right there. You see you got your line in, your TF card, okay? It's a very good power speaker. I had this speaker for like 10 years already. And then up here, you got your control, see? So this has also FM radio built in. There's an FM tuner built in here. Let me show it like this. And it's called the Reacher. That's the brand, Reacher. I bought this from Amazon. What I'll do is at the end of the live stream, I'll put a link to it if they still have it. But I don't know if they make this anymore. The only problem with this speaker that I had was it had that. Originally, it had that rubbery, gooey, that black rubbery stuff. You don't see it's there no more. I wiped it off. It used to have that black rubbery stuff like some of the old little Grundig radios used to have. So it was sticky and yucky. You know how nasty that thing is. So of course I took IPA, isopropyl alcohol, 90 whatever percent, and I wiped it down. I got rid of it. See, look, you can't tell that it had that rubbery stuff on it. I wiped it all out. The elbow grease, I wiped it all out. It was all anything that's black plastic had that rubbery crap on it. It had the rubbery thing, but I got rid of it. So now it looks, of course, now it's shiny. You see, shiny black plastic. But originally, it comes with the rubbery stuff. That's the only thing I didn't like about the speaker. And that took a few years, at that time, because I had the speaker for about 10 years. A good, almost 10 years. So it was before I started this channel. I had the speaker. And I didn't know about that whole rubbery stuff. It never occurred to me about that. And then when I bought that Grundig radio, the Traveler, which one is it? Is it the G3 Traveler or something? I forgot what it is. Anyway, that one has the rubbery stuff, and it was nasty. I had to wipe that down, clean it. And then this one was sitting in a shelf somewhere, and I finally took this down, and it got sticky, I got rid of it, and that was it. That's the only thing about this speaker is the rubbery crap that it lasts for a couple of years, then it gets really nasty. Yeah. And also my RTL, my first RTL dongle, the blue one, the Noah Leg blue one, that one is rubbery. The surface kind of rubbery, but it's blue. It's rubbery. That one too. A couple of years ago, I wiped it off. I finally got rid of that sticky, crappy, rubbery crap. Actually, it was last year. I think last year, maybe a year and a half ago, and I wiped it off. I got rid of that stuff. Yeah, I don't like that rubbery stuff. It's nasty. I don't know. I guess now I don't know. They make any electronics with that rubbery stuff now. I think they must have got the message that that stuff turns into crap after a few years. So so definitely that radio. I'm gonna have to hook it up with a speaker like that because I don't know if the little speaker's gonna do justice. But I won't know until I receive it and play around with it. And I'll probably do videos. I'm gonna do videos on it, but I'll maybe do live stream on it and band scan and whatever and showcase it. Hello, James Farley. I hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Different Gear TV. I'm using the Zibro paraffin heater. Works good, but the paraffin is expensive. I have no idea what that is. No, I have a space heater. I have I have it's called Lasco. Lasco is a good one. I talked about it earlier when I first came on the live stream. I was telling people that about connecting your space heater directly into the wall, not to do that. When you connect your space heater, never connect it directly to a wall outlet. I will hook it up to an extension cord that's thick, and then I will hook up that extension cord to either a power strip with a breaker. That way, and I don't run my space heater no more than an hour. I put a timer on it. I put the timer. I put the timer for like 1 hour, just enough to warm up the room, and then it shuts off. Then if it after a while it gets cold again, you run it again for an hour, and that's it. I don't run it continuous. I don't do that. It's very space heaters can be very dangerous if you don't know how to use them. A lot of people plug them into directly into the wall outlet. They don't understand that these space heaters at full. This one that I have at full, you know, in the highest mode, high setting in terms of warm up the room is 1,500 watts. First of all, that really puts your electric bill. Number one, number two, it actually what happens is it heats up your line, and you don't want to plug that into the wall outlet. Where behind the wall, that wire can be heating up, and God forbid, a fire starts. No, you want to put it on a long extension cord, thick one that can handle the amperage, and then I will hook that extension cord to a power strip, just like what I do with my AC. My AC, first time years ago, I didn't know any better. I plugged the AC into the wall outlet, and one time I touched the wire from the AC, and it was hot. It was almost warm. It was almost hot, but it was warm, but it was really more water. I said, "What the hell?" And I learned my lesson. And then after that, I plugged it into a thick cord, the yellow one. I have a yellow one that's very thick. And since then, and I plugged that cord into a power strip with a breaker. And now it's much better. Now I don't have that. But this is back when I lived in the park. But I don't do that. I don't never AC or space heater. Never plug it into the wall directly. Never, never. I never do that. Never. I don't take that chance. You know, especially in this house, the wires behind the wall. Some of them are older. Uh, well, not here in the basement. These are fairly. I'm talking about in the first floor. Some of the wiring is older and needs to be replaced eventually. But even as a precaution, I wouldn't do that. I would just not do that. Don't plug it directly into the wall. I don't do it. A few years ago, we had a fire in the Bronx. Not me, but there was a fire in the Bronx. It was a building that I used to walk by all the time when I went to when I was in junior high school. It was by Valentine Avenue in the Bronx, and that was the building that got burned. I think it was about 4 years ago, and I forgot how many people died in that fire. It was mostly Haitian immigrants, and that building. And it started because of a space heater. And people say it's a faulty space. It's not the space heater that's faulty. I hate when they say it's a faulty space heater. It's not the space heater. It's that they plug the space heater directly into the wall. And you don't do that. You don't do that with stuff like that. You just don't do that. These space heaters are pretty good. The Lasco, they're pretty good. But if you let it run too long, the plug will start getting warm. You know, and what happens? These apartments, unfortunately, because they live in buildings where they don't get heat all day. They plug that in, they leave it on, and they set it and forget it. You can't do that. You cannot do that with electric heaters. You don't set it and forget it. You have to at least put the timer on it for 1 hour, maybe 2 hours. I don't do that. I just do 1 hour. I'm very cautious. 1 hour. For example, this room, it gets cold. I'll put it on for 1 hour. Once the room gets comfortable, I'm okay. See, right now I'm okay in here. It's comfortable. If it does get cold, I'll plug it into the extension again. Do 1 hour. I'll do the timer. I put the timer 1 hour. As soon as the 1 hour's over, it shuts off. That's it. I don't go beyond. I don't have it running. I don't need it to be toasty in here. I need it to be comfortable. As much as we want to be toasty in here, I'm not gonna risk a fire to do that. You just want to be comfortable. You know. Remember, this is a 100-year-old house, so there's spots in this house where it's a lot colder than people have this thing about they think that it's 70 degrees down here, 70 degrees all over the house. No, it's 70 degrees in the first floor. It's 70 degrees in the second floor, not in the basement. It's 64 degrees. As a matter of fact, I'm going to check right now. I'm going to look at the thermostat right now from here. Right now, it is 66. So right now, it's 66 in here. 66. Remember, I just ran that for a little bit. 66. So it's fine. It's okay. It's not, I'm not freezing. 66 is okay. It's comfortable. On a spring day, 66 degrees, you'd be playing outside. So it's okay. Uh, 57 minutes in the books. And thank you for watching. Happy Friday, everybody. So yeah, so that radio is gonna get here whenever it's gonna get here. I checked it last night and it wasn't shipped out yet, so it'll get here when it gets here, and then I'll make a video on it. I'll review it, and yeah, let me check something over here. Let me check my URZ. Let me refresh that. Yeah, so I didn't mean to go on a tangent about somebody else's live stream, but I feel like you gave up too early. Um, it's 17 meters is 17 meters. I mean, 10 meters is 10 meters. You got to have a certain kind of commitment. Another thing I learned about live streaming: don't let other people dictate your live stream. I feel like that's what happened too. I think he deviated from a couple of people, and don't do that. If he's listening or he's not listening, but I hope he listens. I learned that early on. Don't let other people dictate your live stream. You talk about what you want to talk about. If they want to talk about something, that's fine. But don't let one or two people deviate the whole live stream. Especially if you got like 10 people watching, and especially when you're multitasking. Another thing is, don't try to make everybody happy. Another tip: don't treat everybody accordingly, the same. Nobody's. What I mean. What I mean by that is it avoids favoritism. I feel like that's what happened too. You know, and that's fine. I have my own live stream, so I could come back here and do my own live stream. Doesn't matter. But I feel like if you're gonna do 10 meters, don't just go on 5 minutes on 10 meters. Because I quite frankly, I'm gonna say it. I went to bed early that morning. I mean, I went to bed early that night just to make it to the live stream. And I feel like what? If I put in the time to make the going there, you should have gave me more time. When I mean me, and I'm talking about not only contacting him, contacting Gills in Canada. I feel like what? I was like thrown aside. My opinion. Sorry. If I'm taking the time being there, you know what? Let the focus be. We're trying to do 10, because that was the original focus, was to do his. He's gonna do his 20 with him and to do 10. And I feel like they deviated from 10 right away. They were like, "Oh, we can't do 10." Then you know what? The next time I'm gonna be there. Just sorry, I'm gonna say it. There won't be a next time. Just if the commitment is not there, then I'm not gonna. Like I said, I was gonna be up that. My plan was to be up late that night. I was gonna be up late because I think I was gonna be up late. I was just gonna be up late, and there would have been no guarantee that I was gonna be on live stream. But I said no. I said I was gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, and that's the see that I think that's the part that really frustrated me. Was I said I was gonna be there, and I was there. And when you don't give that much attention to the band that I'm on, that's the only band I can do. They know that. Well, Jules didn't know that, but he knows that. That's the only band I can do. And I feel like he let somebody else dictate the whole live stream. It's my opinion. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. You can't do that. When you're doing a live stream, you are in control of the live stream. I have many people come on this live stream, bigger channels than what I have. But it's my live stream. You understand? That's the difference. And I'm talking about bigger channels. You know who they are. They've been here. I had the who's in here. I had the who's in this live stream, in this chat. And they come and say hi to me, and they, and I say hi to them. We talk and all that, and we'll go back and forth. But at the end of the day, it's still my live stream. And I feel like he deviated from that because of trying to please one or two people. There you go. I'm gonna say it like it is. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it the way it is. As much as I didn't want to say it, but I just said it. You can't do that. That's a tip for people out there. You do a live stream, don't deviate from your live stream because of one or two people or one people. Like you're trying to please that person so much. No, I'm sorry. I made a commitment. I want to do my commitment was to do this and this and this and stick to it. Because now I feel like I wasted my time. So anyway, I won't make that mistake again. It's unfortunate, but I won't. It's called starstruck. Some people, when they see it's like starstruck. Some people, somebody comes in here as a big YouTuber, bigger YouTuber than. When I say big YouTuber, I don't mean like, oh my God, I'm gonna drop everything. What I mean is maybe he has a bigger channel than I do. Of course, I'm gonna say hello to him. He's gonna say hello to me. People are gonna say hello to him, and that's great. And that's it. And then you know what? You go on with your live stream. You don't go out of your way to please one YouTuber and screw everybody else in the chat. You don't do that. I'm not saying I did that. I'm just saying that's You don't do that. You understand? That's what I mean. I have a, I'll be honest. Sometimes when they come here, I'm surprised they follow me or they even watch me, and that's fine. I'm like, okay, well, cool. Thank you for following me. I follow them too. I follow them too. Because at the end of the day, I don't want my channel to be like everybody else's channel. That's the point that I'm trying to make. You know, that's why you can't go out of your way to just. Well, I don't. He's leaving, and I don't want to. I don't want to lose him. No, if he wants to leave, let him leave. I'm sorry. Um, there's bigger channels out there that you know, there's channels that to this day they have not been on my live stream. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'll leave it to the imagination of others. Is it disappointing sometimes? Yeah, it is disappointing, especially when I go on their live streams all the time. You understand? But I think I know what it is. I know part of it is that I have a certain angle to my live stream. I'm not gonna sit here and apologize for a radio transmission. You know, you know what I'm talking about now. I'm not gonna apologize for if I have WABC on and somebody gets butthurt here. I'm sorry, I made it clear. I definitely Monday's gonna be a very good day for me. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? Monday's gonna be. I was thinking about doing a live stream on Monday, just for the inauguration, and I don't know if I want to do it. I probably won't do it in this channel. I'll probably go to Danny's show and do it. I'm thinking most likely I'll probably do the Danny show. I want to do the inauguration over there, and because it's Danny's show, I can be me. I don't have to, too many bleeding heart liberals over here, and I don't need that nonsense. You know, right? You know, because I'm not gonna cater. I'm not gonna cater to that. I'm not gonna cater to that. I'm sorry, and that's maybe why. And I said it. I said it at the expense of losing a few people not coming here to watch me. I get it. I get it. I get it. Maybe they don't like my cup of tea. You know. But I am disappointed that some people I've never stepped into the live stream to this day. And I follow them. I've been following them for years. Is it disappointing? Yeah, it is disappointing sometimes. Sometimes I don't think about it anymore. But the other day, I thought about it. I have to be honest. I thought about it. The other day, I thought about it. I was like, man, like I've been doing this for 2.5 years now. This is episode number 190. You think about that. 190. It's kind of disappointing that for whatever reason, and that's fine. And I know probably the main one reason could be that it's just that's fine. Politics, whatever, that's fine. I don't care. It's my channel, whatever. Yeah. Well, yeah. If you're counting those, then I'm way over 200. I'm probably at two something. Who knows? Like 250. Yeah. And some of them, I don't even think I put a number. But anyway, I just the reason why I put the number just to keep track. So if I gotta reference somebody to, oh, I talked about this on this episode. You know. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't like to. That's another thing. I always come back because I don't like to leave people hanging. I don't like live streams to suddenly end. I understand technical issue happen, but at least come back and say, okay, well, bye bye. I just feel like if I do that, I feel like I leave people hanging. They're taking the time to watch me, and I get cut off, and you're gonna leave them hanging, guessing. No, they have a life too. They have a life too. So inform them that He was gonna wrap it up anyway and say goodbye, or and thank them, and then and just leave them hanging. So that's why I do it. I do it because of that. Plus, I do it because I sometimes I want to be on long. If I get cut off right now, I'm gonna be right back. Because I want to be on today. I plan to be on for a few hours. I plan to be on for a few hours today. Today's Friday. I'm gonna be on because tomorrow I'm gonna be probably be busy. I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. Sunday, I don't know if I'm gonna be busy Sunday, and then Monday, I'm gonna do the inauguration. I probably won't do it here. I'm gonna probably do the Danny show. I need to do content over there anyway, so I'll probably do a live over there. I'll probably be upstairs doing it too. I'm gonna set up a computer just for the other screen so I can show the on TV. I can show the inauguration and all that. I am gonna do that. I'm debating where I want to drink too, but that's gonna be in the middle of the day. I don't want to drink early. Maybe I'll get a bottle of champagne, something. I gotta go get it. Maybe I'll get a bottle of something. I do want to celebrate it though. Maybe I'll get a bottle. I don't know yet. I don't know yet if I want to do that. That's what I'm gonna. I'm more or less gonna celebrate tonight. I already have a few beers there. Cool. I'm gonna be up all night tonight. My son doesn't have to go to school tomorrow. I don't have to get up early. I'm gonna be up late tonight, and then I'm gonna be get busy this weekend. And then Monday, we'll see. I'm most likely I'll do it on the Danny show. I want to do it there anyway. I feel more comfortable there. Not that I want to do it here, but that's the inauguration. That's not even that's all inauguration. I want to do it there. I want to do it there. I uploaded a couple of videos on my model train channel. I have 3 videos up there now. Danny's model trains. So I have a spoiler alert. I have 2 when we took our son to IHOP, and then the other one is a recent purchase because I'm gonna start going through my train collection. What I want to do first on my model train channel, I'm gonna go through my train collection. I'm gonna showcase some of the locomotives that I have that I bought over the last few years, and I have a few locomotives that I want to showcase. Also, this is a special one. I'll leave it for a special. This one is a real collector one. And then I want to start looking for a spot to do a layout. Now I'm thinking about using the garage. I come into the conclusion if I want to do a layout, I think it's gonna have to be in the garage. So I'm thinking before I do that, I have to do some major cleaning in that one spot, and I'm gonna have to paint those walls on that corner of the garage at least. At least get it going. I think this issue with me is that I have to clean the spot first and start painting. Then I can do the rest. I feel like I need to start something to finish it, and I haven't started that project. I think that's what happens to most of us. We need to start talking about a project is one thing, but once you start it, then you have to finish it. And I think that's why I'm at with this model railroad thing. I have these trains for the last 4 or 5 years now. I have them in containers. I've been buying them for the last. I started buying them right before the pandemic. I started buying them. I started buying, model. I have a model train set that my wife bought me 10 years ago. Actually, 12 years ago. And that one you see in the box is upstairs. It's on the. You see in the background. You see the box. I have that set, the Bachman set. That's the first model train set I have. But I have more. I have in a container. I have a whole bunch of rolling stock. I have a few diesel engines. Little diesel engines, and like Amtrak and different. I even have an old subway car, HO scale. I have an old subway car. I have New York City Transit, MTA. I also have a holiday train, a holiday locomotive, HO scale. It's a very nice one, beautiful collection. It's very expensive. Very expensive. It's from the Franklin Mint. There's a whole set. Holiday train. I don't want to name the brand because I want it to be a surprise when I make the video on that. But it's a beautiful train. Not cheap. It's very expensive. The whole set is very expensive. The whole expensive. The whole set came out to a few $100. Probably about the total about $400 total. The whole thing with the track, and it comes with the track, and yeah, so not cheap. It's collectible. I want to have that running in the layout, but I need to build a layout first. I thought about doing a shelf layout, but I want a whole thing. I want a whole because I want to do live stream on that spot. Like eventually, if for example in the garage, if when I set that up, I'm probably gonna move my radios there because that's the next evolution. It's gonna be just move everything in there, you know, because in there I have plenty of space. I got plenty of space in there. I could put shelves and shelves and shelves, and I could put radios in there. I could put a big freaking screen TV. Yeah, garage. I have a detached garage next door. One day I'll make a video of the whole house. I need to make a video of a tour of the whole house. But right now, it's too many messy areas, and I'm embarrassed to show some of the areas right now. It's. Believe it or not, that garage. Once I is the only problem I have in that garage is I need to fix the. There's a window that's not there now. It's just covered with plywood. But once I put the window in, when they had a window there, that little space heater, when I had it in there, it was comfortable. It was comfortable. And I put the garage, obviously, I'm inside the garage, I put the door down. And of course, I could seal it a little more here and there. But it was comfortable. It was comfortable. In the wintertime, I've been in there when it was freezing because I had to work in there. I had to do some work in there and all that. And it's comfortable. Like right now, if I go in there and I put the little space heater on, it's comfortable. You know, it's comfortable. Of course, the only issue in there is, of course, the only thing is of ventilation. So I will have to have some kind of vent so fresh air can go in there. When the garage is closed, I need fresh air to go in there and things like that. But let me see. So let me see that what box. Oh, this one. That's my security system. Right now the hard drive is not working. Yeah, yeah. Right now that's an old night owl. Yeah. So that's a night owl. That's hooked up to the screen. You've seen the screen. I have 4 cameras. So that's hooked up to 4 cameras. Yeah, yeah. No, it's okay. It was working. I had it for about 10 years now. But the hard drive finally went dead. It has a 500 gigabyte hard drive, but recently it went dead. It doesn't format anymore. I tried to format it a few weeks ago, and that's it. It doesn't format, so it's dead. I'm not gonna replace it. We're gonna get a new one because that's old already. This one is old. I have a 250 gigabyte hard drive I could throw in there. I'm thinking about throwing that one in there, and that's it. I think it's a Series ATA drive in there. I never opened it up. I'm assuming it's a Series ATA drive in there. I'll just I have a 250, or maybe I'll get an SSD and throw it in there. I don't know. Probably cheaper to get an SSD. 500 gigabyte SSD is like $40. You just throw it in there. It'll be faster. Yeah, an SSD, right? That's something. But that one lasted me for a long time. And I have it hooked up to 4 cameras. But those cameras, they're outside. They've been outside for 10 years. 2 of them are really going bad. I guess water finally went in them or whatever. They're really going bad. With any camera, you leave them out there for years, they start degrading. So we're looking into another system. This one will probably be wireless. Wireless cameras now instead of, because these are all hooked up with that. I don't know if you can see it. Let me show you. I'll show you. They all have BNC. So it's like each of them are like 60 feet of BNC wire with BNC. I don't know if you can see the bundles. I'll just show you a bundle. You see the bundle? Now you can see the bundle. It's a bundle right here. They're all bundles. I have a whole bunch of bundles right there. And the wire goes right out through. There's a hole up there, and they run up. And each of them is all wired. So they all have BNC connectors. But that's old. Those are old. That's old. That's old. Another thing now I could have done is I could have done Ethernet. No, how wired is the best. It is more reliable. What I could do also, I could do Ethernet. Because now you have what they call, it's been around for a long time. It's called PPOE, powered something over Ethernet. So now you can just use network cable, like networking cable. And so the networking cable carries the signal and the power. But the problem with this is that you got the power on one wire, and then you got the BNC all bundled up. It's just thicker. It's a lot thicker. Where Ethernet is thinner. It's a lot thinner. And now you have fiber for the data. But anyway, no, I'd probably go with the wireless. Wireless is okay. Wireless, that's nothing. Wireless technology is a lot better now. So, it's a lot better. Wireless technology is a lot better. But right now, that one, what I probably do is I'll just leave this one alone. I'll put a new hard drive. I'll get a second system, and because I want to put a few cameras in other areas, and maybe put another camera in the front at another angle. Because the good thing about cameras when they're outside, even though it's not recording, even though they're not recording now, when people see the cameras and they see the sign, they know not to fuck around over here. It's a deterrent. It still is a deterrent, even if the camera doesn't work out there right now. When they see it, they say, okay, this guy got a camera. We can't hang out here. So when, like in front of my house, I had the motion light that comes on, and they see the cameras and they see the sign that says smile. I got a sign that says smile. You're on camera. You know what I mean? I got that sign. So when they see that sign, it deters people from. So they don't get that yeah. So up here, you don't get that nonsense that what happens down the block. What happens down the block, you see, well, not much anymore because they cracked. But over here, when they see the signs, they don't mess around up here no more. They're gonna get caught. They're gonna say, nah, if I do something here, they're gonna see me on camera. And then my neighbor has cameras. So we got cameras on each other. Like this whole area is all cameras. My next door neighbor now has cameras too. So as soon as you come up this part of the block, it's all being monitored. So I could turn it on. Let's see. I think I'm on. I think I disconnected the. Did I disconnect the HDMI? Let me see. I think I did. Oh, it's right there. But I don't got a mouse to it. Let me put a mouse. It's right there. You can see it is on already. I don't mind doing this because you know why? It's nothing to talk about right now, so I can talk about it. It's okay. Let me move this chair over here. I need to fix the wheel on this chair. There's one wheel I need to fix. I got a mouse right here. Because I had to use that mouse for my server rack. Let me just hook up the mouse to it. USB should be right here. Actually, let me just go like that and I'll see it. There you go. Let me exit. Let me put this right now. It shows It shows 9 boxes, but I do 4 because I only have 4 cameras. There you go. And let me click right. There you go. You can see the cameras, right? You can see. So this is one angle, one angle. So right now it looks good because it's daytime. So daytime is okay. And this has night vision. They have night infrared. They have night vision. So they work at night too. I got a contact right here. But the problem is, it's not. It can't record now. And this is motion detecting. So right now, for example, nobody's here. I mean, the hard drive is not working. But if it was working, if somebody walks in this area, this starts recording until they leave. So the recording is only motion. Yeah. So anytime it records, is because if any of those cameras, if anybody walks in front of those cameras or drives through those cameras, it'll start recording right there until they leave, and then it stops. So I get a recording for each one, each camera. Oh, there's an app. There's an app for that. You can put on your app, and you can see it on your phone. Like when I remember when we used to travel, we was in I think one time when we went to Florida, I had it on my phone. I could, whatever I wanted to. You could admin it too right there. It's also on the computer. You go to browser base. Also, I can see the same thing here. Yeah, so there's an app. But you can also go to with Night Owl, you got to create an account on nightowl.com. I think you could log in there. You put your username, and boom, you get all this on a website, on their website, and you can see it. And these are just stationary cameras, because I don't have one of those point, tilt and zoom. This can only use one of them. There's one port for PTZ. PTZ means pan, tilt, and zoom. So that camera, you can move it. You can zoom in, you can move it around. But I don't have one of those cameras. I don't have it on this setup. All 4 cameras are just stationary. They're not the ones that move. So this can hold up to 8 cameras, stationary, and 1 PTZ. A total of 9 cameras. We can put on this one. All right. So yeah, let me put it up. Let me put it up closer. Let me see if you get it closer. You see? So right now, where's my antenna thing? I'm gonna use a pointer. I'll use my antenna as a pointer. So right now, this is the front of my house. This is the front door. See the mailbox? It's a mailbox. I don't know if you can barely see it. There's a mailbox right here, black mailbox. That's the front door. And then this one is the garage. That's the front of my garage. That's the driveway of my garage. So that's the next building next to me. I have a small building right next here. Yeah, it has night vision. And that's the front, toward the front of my house, the curb, because some people, and then over here is the line. This is my driveway. This is the that part is my driveway. That's where they can block. If a car is all the way on this side, that's the line. That if they come up too much on this side, they're blocking my driveway. So that's why I have I monitor this, because some people like to hang in front of my house and hang out and do whatever, and then over here also in this corner, the driveway all the way in that corner is dark right there right now because of shadow. Some people like to go over there and hang out over here and go piss over here. So I catch them when they're pissing. Yeah, I saw you, snap ahead. I saw you pissing in that corner. Let Let me get some water. I'm thirsty. I'll be right back. Yeah, I know a-holes. Yep. Oh, get me wrong. It's a quiet neighborhood. This area of Yonkers is very quiet. This corner, see somebody walking. Somebody's walking. See, but he came from the house up here. I guess he's walking to the store. Danny TV, baby. Let me look at the time. 1:09 p.m. Okay, so I'm good. Yeah, I mean it's still working. It's just right now the hard drive is dead, so I need to replace the hard drive. I just gotta open it up and swap the hard drive on. Swap the hard drive, format it. You know they have the format command. You click on it, and that's it. I just need to do it. Maybe I should make a video on it on Dan Tech Geek. But I'm gonna do it. I need to just sit down and do it. I haven't done it. It's been like that for the last couple of weeks now. Because what happened is, before people used to bring their dogs all the way up here and poop in front of my house, and they don't pick up the poop. And I busted a few people. And then I would be standing in front of my house, cleaning the sidewalk or whatever, and then the guy would still come by, and I look at him and I tell him, I say, next time you come up here, clean up after your dog. And they look at me, what are you talking about? I said, I just saw my camera. I saw you through my camera. And they'll be in denial. They'll be saying, you can't. It's right there, bro. I told you. Why would I tell you? And, and they act surprised. Like, you don't see cameras in front of my house? I had to put an orange cone. Look, you see that orange cone? Orange cone, orange cone. You know why I got to put that? Because cars literally will roll up right next to my window. One car hit my garage door and dented it. That's why I put the cone there. So people, when they come in their car to do a 3-point turn, like, don't come up all the way up here. They'll come up to here. Because this is a dead end. That's a dead end street. Further up is a dead end street. So when they come up here, they realize it's a dead end street. Like, they didn't read the sign before coming into the street. So they do the 3-point turn. But a couple of times they went all the way over here, almost, one time somebody hit my garage door. That's why I put cones now. I put freaking orange cones out there. Like a construction site. Because you got snapper heads out there that I'm telling him, don't go beyond that cone. You hit that cone, that means you're too close to my garage door. When you make your 3-point turn. You'll see it. I'll leave it out for a bit so you can see it. Right now, I'm surprisingly it's quiet. I'm surprised nobody hasn't rolled up here. And by the way, that side right now is street cleaning. So you're going to see a street cleaner any minute. Right now is the alternate side parking. So right now, a street cleaner is supposed to be here any minute. Okay, so that's why it's empty right now. They're all waiting for 3 o'clock. You can park here again. But today's Friday, so street cleaning is on this side. That's why you don't see no cars here right now. So I'll leave it there. You'll see a street cleaner come up soon. Because I haven't heard him. He should be up any soon. Yeah, the street sweeper. Street cleaning. Anyway, meanwhile, let me move a couple of boxes out of here. Let me move this out of the way. All right, I'm going to move this in the next room. I think I'm going to take this apart. Actually, I'm going to put it right here for a bit. Second. Let me just move this box out. There's just a bunch of cables on this one. You can get a better view. Yeah, so that's see how this guy's backing up? See how he backed up? But he knew better. You see how if I didn't put that cone, but that guy, he's okay. He doesn't. But you see, if I didn't put that cone, sometimes he literally back up and hit my garage. That's why I got to put that cone. Chris, collision manager. What the hell? Fire up that big ass amp. I don't know what amp you're talking about. Here comes the troublemaker. Hello, Alfredo Monteroso. Yeah. Those are my front, the front of my house, security cams. I'm just. Tassa was asking me about the. Tassa was asking me about this security box. So I explained to him. This is a night owl box. You can, this one is old now. You can buy these like at Costco. When we bought this one, it was like $250. It was the box with 4 cameras. So you see 4 cameras. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cameras. Now they're hardwired with BNC. 60 feet of wire, BNC. And, that's what that is. And, of course, you need the mouse. And that's it. Now, this one has VGA and HDMI. So, yeah. It does, one thing I'm going to tell you about cameras, you're going to catch a lot of people doing stupid shit. Yeah, that one has HDMI and VGA. And it has the other one, the component. But this one has component also. This one has component. Component is old. But it has component, VGA, and HDMI up to 1080. 1080. This is HDMI. And 1080. So, yeah, it has HDMI. So, it has an app. So when you're not home, you can watch it through the app. There's also a website you can go to, and you can see it through a website. So, he's changing his name. Okay. Yeah, no HF ready today. I'm just doing FT8 over here. Yeah, I was happy. I'm just taking it easy on Friday. I'm giving too much radio lingo a break. Just hanging out. If you guys ask me questions, that's fine. But I'm just hanging out today. I'm doing some cleaning in this room. I'm clearing out this room. Actually, while you guys are talking, I'm gonna go through this box. What's in here? I have this TV box. I don't know what to do with it now. I'm probably gonna put it upstairs. View TV. You see? It's okay. I know it's okay. Blah blah. I know. I saw that you silenced him. It's okay. Yeah, I know. What do you want me to do? There's not so much I can do on radio. I don't want to sing a sidebar. It's okay. I listen to radio every day. If I listen to radio, I listen to radio every day. First of all, if you talk about it, I'll get bored. I understand that too. It's not always about tuning the show. But first of all, it's daytime. Daytime on shortwave, not much to listen to right now here in North America. So that's the other thing. Sorry, it doesn't. Doesn't can't help you, bro. And this is the I have this TV mount that I want to hook up for one of my screens. See, I have this one, but I need to get a bigger one if I want to hook up my 55-inch over here. So I have this one I need to hook up. This one can hold up to 30, I think 32-inch. And this one. And I have the screws and all that in another box. So I know I saw the message. It's okay, it doesn't bother me. I know he's frustrated. It's okay. I'm in a good mood today. I'm not gonna let nobody bother me. This is not bothering me. It's okay. I have crap in here. I need to. This needs to go to the garage. This is for my. I used to have a fish tank. Of course, unfortunately, my fish died. So there's the cover of the fish tank. I need to put this in the garage. Let me put it right here. I found another mouse. Another Lenovo mouse. Yeah, exactly. Chill Friday. Relax. We don't have to talk about. I don't want to talk about anything. Just relaxing here. Right now I'm doing FTA. I'm just doing FTA, and. No, I don't know who's. Obviously he's a subscriber or whatever. He's subscribed to the channel. It's okay. I'm not gonna ban him. Let me look at his message. Like talking to a wall. I know. What do you want me to do, bro? What do you want me to do? I understand, bro. The FCC camera. LOL. Okay, let me see what else you wrote. Danny can hear me no matter what. Yeah, exactly. Danny can hear me. I'm just reading his I'm gonna read it right now, and then Chris Collision Manager. Danny, you just SWL? Question mark. FTA LOL. PC chatting to another PC. Blah, like talking to a wall. That's fine, bro. Exactly. You know what? I just went over 5,000 subs. I just went over 5,000 subs doing what I've been doing for the last. This light's right there, bro. 5,000 subs. I'm at 5,001 officially. So anyway, thank you. 5,001 subs. Thank you for just blabbing stuff. This is a live stream. First of all, I have videos that I've done other stuff on. I've done videos on other stuff. You understand? I mean, clearly you just want to troll in here. That's whatever. I'm not gonna ban you yet. I'm not gonna ban you yet. But maybe tonight after a few beers, I'll come back and maybe tonight after a few beers, I'll come and look at that comment and then I'll ban you shit out of you. Right? I'm not gonna ban you. You know why? Because at least you wasn't vulgar about it. At least he wasn't vulgar about it. So you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone because he wasn't vulgar. I understand your frustration. You want someone to entertain you only. And this is not. Shortwave listening is not entertaining. Don't you know that? Even though my channel says Danny Shortwave Radio, a lot of Shortwave Radio is not entertaining. It's actually very boring to listen to. It's kind of boring to listen to all the time. I don't listen to Shortwave every day. I can't. It's boring. It's not that much to listen to anymore. I'm probably gonna. At some point, I'm gonna rename my channel. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I'm probably gonna rename my channel sooner than later. That's one of my things I'm thinking about for 2025. Because now Shortwave is okay. It's part of it. But I evolved. I'm doing amateur radio stuff. Yeah, I know it's a PC talking to another PC. PC. That's what FT8 is. I'm going to do some single sideband. It gets boring there too. Go to one of those CB channels where they pretend they're talking to what I mean? Like I don't understand what you want from me. I have 900 videos online. I have not, to be exact, I probably have a 920 plus. I don't know what the number is. I have tutorials. My body of work speaks for itself. Right now we're talking about this thing because Tasso is asking me a question. That's it. Right? And I'm doing FTA. FTA, that's it. I'm not going to be, I'm not, if I were to do the same thing on every live stream, it would be boring. Right? If I were to go on the same live stream every day, hello, I want to talk to somebody now, it's not exciting. People, on the contrary, people think single sideband is exciting. It's not that exciting. I've done single sideband. It's not that exciting. It's okay. First time is good. Second time is good. I can't be on. I can't compete with people that are having 1,000 watts stepping over me in a contest. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that. When you come in here, you troll. I understand. I understand you. I understand. Life is boring for you. I don't know. Maybe your life sucks. I don't know. Maybe your girlfriend cheating on you. I don't know. Or your man. I don't know. Maybe you go both ways. I don't know. Maybe your man is cheating on you. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. I don't know. Your chick or your man. I don't know. Or your man chick. Maybe it's a man chick. I don't know. I can't help you in that department, bro. I can't. Can't help you. I'm not gonna ban you right now. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna let it simmer. I'm gonna let it simmer, and then we'll talk about you, and we'll make fun of you for a few hours. How much of a dumbass you are, and then tonight, I have a couple of beers, and I'll look at it and say, you know what? Now he's done, and I'll flick you away. It's okay, bro. You know. There's other channels out there that talk about, whatever you want to hear. That's it. Go there. You know, don't care. You know, when you have an account and you don't even have a picture avatar, I don't pay attention to that. Chris Collision Manager. You have a C. So clearly this is a troll account. You go around because you don't want to know. You don't want to tell people who you really are because you're too much of a chicken shit. So you come on here and try to whatever. That's fine, but that's what the trolls do. That's okay. And then if I ban this one, you maybe come on another account. But this is why I do subscribe. At least you gave me a subscription, so thank you. You know, thank you for that. There you go. Jim Gordon. Jim Gordon. Jim Gordon. I'm thinking about Jim Gordon from Ireland. No, Jim's radio check. One of my screen. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Yeah, so it's just chill Friday. Exactly. It's a happy Friday, chill Friday. Let's take a chill, people. Check the chill, people. Today's a great weekend. We're gonna have a new president on Monday, and I'm happy. I'm not gonna let nobody bother me about that. I'm freaking happy we're having a new president. We got common sense coming back. So yeah, I'm happy. No freaking troll's gonna derail this. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. It's okay, but thank you for the sub, Chris Collision Manager. Thank you. I hope that the collision job you do or whatever you body work or whatever you do pays you well. You work 12 hours a day. You make that hard-earned money to fix people's cars. Good for you. I don't know if that's your real title. I don't know what it is. Whatever. Clearly you're not happy with your life and you just want to. Clearly you're not happy with yourself, with your life, and you just want to come out of here. I'm gonna poo poo on this guy's parade. Go ahead. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm talking to a wall. Yeah, I'm talking to a wall. Look, I'm literally talking to a wall right now. I'm talking to a wall right there. I'm talking to the wall. This dumbass. Yeah, he's a troll. I know it's a troll. It's okay. Yeah. Two, hello, and welcome to the live stream. I saw some of your SDR posting. Very good. I see that you did a couple of FMDX catches with the SDR. Very nice. I like that. Very good. What antenna are you using, by the way? I was going to ask you that. I saw the video, but I forgot. I didn't post. What antenna are you using for the SPI for your FM? Using a little whip antenna near the window or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I know. Trolls bring comedy. Exactly. I know. We were just talking about the security camera, and this troll has to derail that. Let me put it back to the camera. I'm sorry. Street cleaning should be here any minute. I know. Let me just put it there. I gotta let this troll fuck up my flow. Dumbass. Stupido. I guess his girlfriend left him. He's probably cheating on him with another dude or something. Because I can't keep it up, I guess. I don't know. The guy's probably doing body work on his girlfriend. He working that body. Hey, yo, body work. He colliding with that. Hey, speaking of collision, he colliding with that, he pounding that. You gonna get ghetto? I get ghetto, baby. He pounding the shit out of that. He pounding that. That's what happened. Your girl getting pounded. That's what happened, bro. You come in here, you trying to flex in here, bro. I'm gonna teach this guy a lesson because my girl getting pounded by somebody, by a guy named Chad, by a guy named Tyrone. He pounding my girlfriend. I feel less than a man, so I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna poo-poo on this guy's live stream. You know, I'm gonna poo-poo him with my 3-inch killer. With my 3-inch killer. I'm gonna poo-poo him. I'm gonna show him what kind of collision manager I am. Oh my God, you fucking knucklehead. Thank you for that. Getting pounded. That's what happened. Your girl getting pounded by some other dude. And you come in here, you try to flex and be all, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Yo, was that your girl in front of my house just now? Oh man, don't get me started. That collision manager, get out of here, bro. Fake body work. Fake body work. Get out of here, bro. You know, my thing I say to all these people is start your own channel, bro. Start your own channel, bro. You know, 5,000 subs, baby. 5,000, bro. 5,000, bro. Get out of here, bro. Get to this level first. But you start talking shit. Talking shit about, oh, my God, he is talking about, he talking to the wall. He ain't doing that FTA. Yeah, you're not exciting at all. I don't need to be exciting, but I just need to gobble up hours and I still get a paycheck every other month. Out of here, bro. I can put the camera down here like this, bro. I can let this shit run for 3 hours, bro. I still get paid, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Put the camera right there, my fucking belly right there. Look, right there. There you go. You can watch that for 3 hours. There you go. I'm talking to you, bro. I'm talking to you. Hey, where's my attention? Ooh. Smile, bro. You smile? Smile. Smile. I can do it for 3 hours, bro. Still get a check from Google. What are you talking about, bro? Yeah. Exactly. Let me go back up here. Tasso. I agree, Danny. I've been so busy. Yeah, I don't do much shortwave listening. Not much out there right now for me to listen to. I listen to a lot more medium wave. I listen to other stuff, you know. I have a life. I'm busy. I have a 10-year-old son, bro. You know, I'm a stay-at-home dad. I got all this, man. Come on, bro. Cut me a break, bro. You're too critical on me, bro. Give me some slack, bro. Don't say I'm talking to a wall. Don't say I'm talking to a wall, bro. I got 900 videos, bro. I made videos that nobody ever made. Every day I get a comment on a video. Almost every day I get a comment on a video that I made probably 5 years ago. My body of work speaks for itself, bro. What are you talking about? What's wrong with you? Come on, bro. And I was thinking about going on TikTok today. Just let it roll for a few hours. Because we might lose TikTok on Sunday. Kind of my way of saying goodbye to them until, but I have a feeling it's gonna be fixed. But I said, let me come on here at the risk of being attacked by somebody. I'm just joking, you know that, right? Oh my god, but I put my son's stuff there. All right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't do much. Tasso, listen yesterday for a half an hour to WRMI, quite a long time. Yeah, exactly. I enjoy FTA, bro. If you don't like it, that's fine, bro. That's your thing, Fine. Usually third hour, anything goes well. Right now, it's not even 2 hour mark, and it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, please behave. Behave, people. It's okay. I don't mind a little constructive criticism, but if you're gonna come in here and be, you're gonna get boop, boop, boot it. TV Radio 1972. I use my RCA amplified rabbit ears antenna. It's set to bypass instead of the amp to avoid. Oh, so okay. So you basically use the antenna but without the amplification. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Yeah, that was good. That was good. FMDX you did there with you. And I had another question. Did you try it on a radio? Did you try it also on a portable radio, see if you would have got the same thing? Or do you think the SDR helped you out? And I'm going to say one thing about the SDR, though. Well, I'll say one thing about the SDR is that the good thing about the SDR is that when you're looking at the band, and you can see the signal, and you can tune right at it. And normally, especially if there's not a signal there, and you jump there, and I don't know if you code it like that. I don't know if you was monitoring it and you saw that signal there, and you was like, wait a minute. Normally, I don't get that signal there, and you went there and you did the catch. That's what I'm trying to say. Because with a radio, obviously, you got to keep it on one station at a time. But with the SDR, you got the band scope, the band, and you can see all the signals, and you probably say, oh, what's this signal over here? And click, and then you caught it. That's what I meant to say or ask. So did you get this? In other words, did you get the same signal on the radio, or having the SDR really helped you get the signal, get the catch? That's what I meant to say. Thank you. Back to your regular schedule program. Yeah. So Jim, I hope you're doing well, and Michael, I hope you're doing well. I hope you have guys have a good, wonderful weekend. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday, Tasso. Happy Friday, Alfredo. And happy Friday to Chris. No matter what, happy Friday to you, bro. It's okay. And happy Friday to Glenn Dansler. Hello. Hope you're doing well, my friend, Glenn Dansler. Yeah. So I'm approaching 2 hours right now. 1 hour and 59 minutes in the books. 1:38 p.m. here in Yonkers, New York. And okay, so he made contact with me now. Let's see. Man, a lot of people on 10 meters right now. A lot of people on 10 meters. But no new countries. Haven't had a new country in about a week. In about a week, I haven't had a new country. Last new country I got was wow, what is it? Let me think. I have to think now. Oh wow, what it was? I'm trying to remember now what it was. Oh, that's not confirmed yet. That's I know it's not confirmed. I just off the top of my head, I can't remember. It'll come to me in a minute. Yeah. So I've been watching, but had a minute to say hi in the chat. Thank you, Glenn Dansler, for that. Thank you. And so it's almost 2 o'clock here. So I don't know. The street cleaning already went by. Maybe it went by before you asked me that. Because this, well, it should be here soon. Any minute, actually. That's why the curb is like that. Let me put it closer. Put it closer. I don't know if I can get a good view of it. Right there. So you see the street cleaning. You should be passed by any minute, I think. So anyway, so that's the brand is Night Owl. Night Owl. They make a whole bunch of different security. This older model, this box with the blue light, that's an older model. That one comes with 4 cameras. This is hardwired with BNC. They have all BNC wire, connectors. 500 gigabyte hard drive. Although, like I said, my hard drive is dead. I need to swap out that hard drive. I think I paid about $249 for that set. That with 4 cameras. They have night vision on the cameras. There are night vision, so at night I can see this at night. I know the camera doesn't do justice here, but it's pretty. I can see pretty clear. Except this one has a certain glare to it because the sun is actually facing right there, so it does. And there's a camera that's actually going bad. This one too, so that's fine. I had this system for over 10 years now, and it's still working. I think I got my money's worth. 10 years, and the hard drive finally went out a couple of weeks ago. So, and of course, it is motion. That means that if anybody walks through any of those 4 cameras, it will record to the hard drive. But of course, right now, the hard drive's not working. So, but yeah, $250. So that's usually around the range you can get a system still. Of course, now they have wireless cameras, and this one can hold up to 8 cameras, 8 of wire cameras, and 1 PTZ camera. So a total of 9 cameras this system can monitor. So right now I have 4 camera view. I can click on it and show 9 cameras, for example, right? If I right click and I go down here to 9 split, there you go, 9 cameras. You see? Of course, these don't have cameras right now because there's no cameras. See video logs. And then this is the PTZ one, but I don't have a PTZ camera. Okay, so right now I only have 4, so I put it on 4. And there you go. Yeah. Okay, so I got the guy from Argentina contacting me right now. Yeah, so I'm coming here, they troll is okay. At least he sub to my channel. And he can unsub, it's okay. Whatever, I don't care. Because I'm gonna block him anyway tonight. I'm just gonna watch it and get another chuckle or two, and then I'll ban his ass tonight. Or if he has the courage to come back, he can come back, and then whatever. Take care, Alfredo. T Radio 972. I have tried it on a portable radio recently. I think one of my older videos, I connected the antenna with the adapter to my I say the 808. Okay. I also tried the antenna to the TEF to the TEF 6686 a while back. So yeah. you know, One thing about my live stream, like I said, I make this clear. This is what YouTube wants. I don't look at numbers no more because it doesn't matter what numbers I get. The main thing about YouTube, what they want is viewing hours. Is all I have to do every year is go over 4,000 viewing hours. So I already figured it out what it was. Believe me, when I tell you people, when you guys do your own, when you guys decide to monetize your channel, that's what Meredith Dix is doing now. He's doing live streams now. Why? Because that's how you're gonna get your viewing hours. You're gonna get your viewing hours by doing live streams. Like Tasso. Tasso does live streams. When he gets to 1,000 subs, he's gonna apply for the YouTube Partner Program, and then he'll make some extra money on the side. You know, and that's good. That's good. To make a little extra money on the side. Who doesn't want to make extra money on the side? So when I joke about that, yeah, literally, I can leave this camera right here for 2 hours, for 2 more hours, and talk. Doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna say it doesn't really matter because, at the end of the day, I'm fulfilling the YouTube algorithm of the viewing hours. That's it. Of course, people can ask me whatever, and that's fine. I'm not gonna come out here every day and try to entertain people about, well, I'm gonna tune in the bands every day. I ain't do that. It gets boring. If I do that every live stream, it'll be boring. There's other channels that do that. Man, kudos to them. That's fine. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do that. I do it once in a while here. I do tune the bands. I did it on Christmas with the TF6686 and the U loop. I did tune the bands. I was thinking about tuning the bands today, but I'm, relaxing here, picking up stuff. It's okay. My core, most of the people that I on my chat, they understand. They understand my channel already. They understand this is what we do. This is not for the masses. That's why it's subscribers only. So if you got a beef with me and you subscribe and you come in here and you don't like what I do, that's not you. That's not on me. I don't care. I'm not trying to entertain people. I just spoke about that the first half hour of this live stream about me going to another live stream, and that's what happened over there. You know, you know, that's what not to do. I don't want to do that here. I'm not gonna hold off my live stream just because one person is not happy here. I'm sorry. Then you don't belong. You shouldn't be here. Don't watch this channel. It's okay. I got 5,000 people who subscribe. Tell me otherwise. Maybe I go below 5 by the end of the night. And maybe I go back to 4,990 or something. Who cares? Eventually, I'm going to stay over that, and then I'll move on to the next plateau, which is 6,000 or whatever. That's fine, bro. I know on the 21st, I get another check from Google. And thank you for everybody for donations and all that. Thank you. And most likely that money's going to be buying other stuff for this channel, radio or whatever. I don't know yet what I'm going to do with it. I just ordered that little SI 4732 radio, which I will be reviewing. And that should be here sooner than later. Of course, they haven't shipped it out yet. And I ordered it like 4 days ago, so I don't know. It's okay, bro. Thank you, Alfredo. Yeah, 5,000 subs. I went over it last night. I think this morning I checked it, 5,001. I'm going to check my phone right now. I probably went down. Who knows? Maybe I already went below 5,000 again. Who knows? Let's see. Let me go here. YouTube Studio. Let's see. 5,000. There you go. 5,003. There you go. There we go. See? There you go. Yeah, but I wait till I'm over. I'm 100 over at least before I say it's official. Oh, when YouTube sends me the congratulations, YouTube will send me an email. YouTube usually sends me a message saying congratulations. I'll probably get it by the end of the day today. I'll get a congratulations by YouTube. You know, and that's why I don't make videos like that no more. Good, but no, you know why? At this point, I'm expected to get more than this. Sorry. Fine, 900 videos. Come on, man. I earned my. I earned all this. I work hard for this. Not easy doing live stream, putting up with people and all that too. Come on, don't you know that? Come on, and try to cover up different things and come on. You say, not everybody can be on for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I've been on for longest live stream. I think I hit 9 hours. 9 hours. I believe the record is 9 hours or close to 9 hours. If I remember, it could have been 8 hours or 9 hours. I've done multiple 6 hours. So if I was doing the same thing on TikTok, I would have 50,000 people on TikTok. I know people that are on every other day on TikTok for hours, and they're well over 100,000, whatever. TikTok just sent me a notice. They want to sign up for the TikTok shop to make money on TikTok. They sent me the notice. I got about 4 or 5 messages. I keep ignoring it because I don't want to do the whole TikTok thing yet. I want to wait till the whole thing happens with the ban. I don't want to sign up for the I don't want to sign up for sponsorship on TikTok if they're going to be banned. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this thing by Sunday. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if there's somebody actually, because it's already official. Remember, they signed that into law. TikTok is going to be banned on after Sunday. TikTok is going to be banned unless somebody buys TikTok in the United States. So a lot of people are going to a new, what's not new? It's called Red Note. It's another social media from China. It's called Red Note. I looked into it last night, but I am not going to sign up for Red Note. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm waiting for it. Actually, let me put it back there. Yeah, it's called Red Note. I hear it all over the news. So I went to check it out last night. Well, the rumor was that Elon was going to buy it. That's the rumor, that Elon was going to buy it. Maybe who knows? Maybe Mr. Beast might buy it. I mean, he's like the biggest. He's now. I think he's on TikTok a lot now. He's up there. I know he has I mean, he's the biggest YouTuber here. But that wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't Elon can afford it. I don't know about Mr. Beast, but Elon. Yeah, exactly. Elon can afford it. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know if Mr. Beast can afford it. Or if he wants to buy it. I mean, personally, I got used to TikTok. It grew on me. It's just different. Yeah, people are gonna understand TikTok is not YouTube. YouTube is not TikTok. Two different things. They're slightly different in different things. So I feel safe on TikTok. I don't. I'm not gonna say here and say because I am. I feel safe on TikTok. It's okay. It's just a different algorithm. Same thing with YouTube. Even YouTube. If you watch certain videos on YouTube over and over, you're gonna get that in your homepage. Like lately, I've been watching Cuba, like people that travel to Cuba. People that travel to Cuba and walk through Havana and all that. I've been watching that lately, and I'm getting a lot of those videos now. YouTube does the same thing. When you watch a lot of videos of one particular thing, YouTube starts feeding you all that stuff. If you watch a lot of, like on TikTok, I watch a lot of pet videos. I watch a lot of cute dogs, cute cats, and I like them, and I even repost them. People like them, and I repost them because I don't have a pet, but I wish I had a little doggy or a cat or whatever. I wish I had a pet, and but I like them, and I repost some of them, and I get a lot of that in my feed on TikTok. When I first got on TikTok, did I get that in the beginning? No, I got a lot of crap, but I weeded out that stuff. I don't. When I see other crap, I don't like it. I just don't click on the like. Don't like it. Just scroll by it. Eventually, the algorithm knows. And now I get a lot of doggy videos, a lot of cat videos, a lot of cute videos of animals. I also get a lot of radio related videos too, because I do some like I get live stream from other radio operators. There's a few people in there. They do live stream, amateur radio operators and all that. I haven't been in one of them in a long time. The only live stream I've been on TikTok conversating was Glamham. That's the only one I haven't been there. That and she's usually on Saturdays or Sunday. I think she's on Sundays. But um, that's it. And funny stuff, funny video like like all the videos that we watch, people fall. What they call fail videos, people face plant and all that. When funny videos. I would like those, and then I get those more, and that's it. But it's like any other. YouTube does the same thing. If you watch a lot of videos of a particular thing, you'll start getting more of that on your recommendation and things like that. Or if you go on the short thing and you scroll, you'll get more of that too. You know, because TikTok now has a TikTok shop. They have their own store, so they want me to be like a sponsor for that. YouTube does not have that yet, but I know they're working on that. They sent me a notice about that. Like for example, you see there's videos out there that have it, meaning that when you post a video, if you're showing a particular product, you can put a shop. There's like a shop icon that comes up on your video, and if they click on it, it goes to the store that it goes to the store with that product, and I think you get a commission off of that. I don't know. The street cleaner already passed by earlier, maybe before I did the live stream, because everybody's already trying to find looking for parking, and it's not even 2 o'clock yet. So right now, street cleaning is at they cannot park until 3 o'clock. But if the street sweeper already goes by, I think I hear him. I'm gonna put it closer. See, I hear something. I'm holding it now because I think I hear something. I'm putting it on my thigh right now, the tripod. So if it shakes a little bit, I'm sorry. Thought I heard something. Yeah, they forgive TV. I don't think it will do anything with X. It doesn't sound family friendly. I believe there is an X tube already out there. I think there's already X tube out there. So yeah. I wonder the street cleaning already went by. Sometimes he's late. I just want to show you the street cleaning before I take away the focus from the screen. My neighbor's truck is there now. He's looks like he's about to park, but oh no, he's going into the garage. He's going into his garage. That's my neighbor. I guess he's going into the garage. Yeah, I know. I always call it Twitter. To me, it's still Twitter. Yeah. So different gear TV. Musk can buy it and call it X Talk. No, I would leave it the same name. I wouldn't rename it. I don't know why he renamed it X. To be honest, he should have left it Twitter. I guess he has he has a fascination with the letter X. You know, and then so yeah, so yeah, that doesn't sound very family friendly. Yeah, X tube. Yeah, it definitely doesn't sound. It sounds. I think it's already taken by some. I don't want to say entertainment. I'm gonna say blank entertainment company or something. Anyway, I don't hear it. I thought I heard the street clean. I don't know what's going on with the street clean. And then he said, "I like this segment, Danny. Looking at Danny's cameras. Yeah, yeah. So I guess he's gonna put it in the garage. Let me see if he's backing up to put it in there. Yeah, he's gonna put it in the garage. Yeah, he's gonna put it in the garage. Well, they all running to Blue Sky. So I don't have Blue Sky account right now. I already got 1,000 people on Blue Sky. I just went over 1,000. 1,000 people following me on Blue Sky, just like that. People just adding you. People just want to add people now. That's why in the beginning, when you go to one of those things, you're gonna get a lot of numbers because no, there's no audio on these cameras. These cameras have no microphone, so there's no audio on these. So yeah, he just put in the garage. I think he's calling it a day, and that's what it is. I think he's going back to his house. He lives in Connecticut, this guy, so he has a contracting business, so that's why I think he just parks it there and he's getting his yeah, he's going into his car. He's gonna go back. I think he's done for the weekend. He's starting his weekend early. Yeah, he's okay. I me and him, we had our little differences every once in a while, but he's okay. He's okay. At first, we didn't see eye to eye on a few things, but we straightened our differences. We had a we had a heart to heart talk. Let's just put it that way. So he's the landlord of that house next door, and there's a whole bunch of people living next door, but they are they can be very disorderly. So they used to come over here and drink their beer and leave bottles over here and all that. And I called them out on that. I said, listen, bro, you need to talk to those are your tenants, bro. You need to talk to them and lay down the law on them. Or I'm gonna start making phone calls to the city. And I said it in front of them, in front of everybody. I said, I'm gonna start making phone calls, because I know what's going on. And I told him, I I pointed out A, B, and C, and he was like, and finally he chilled out. He finally told them, and he evicted one of them. He evicted the woman that used to throw parties there like crazy. There was a woman that used to throw parties there every freaking month. She literally throw backyard parties with mariachi bands and all that. Like 100 people in their house. And then they come out of there drunk, stumbling, and they will come to this alley, the corner of this is the garage. They will walk all the way over here in that corner, and this corner, but you can't see it. The camera doesn't. It's further up in this corner, and they will start urinating there. And I caught them, and I went to the next door house. I said, "Listen, bro, can you tell your guests not to come to my house and use it as a fucking toilet?" And then, oh, sorry, whatever. And then, you know, it was on a Sunday night. It was like midnight on a Sunday night. So I finally called the police. I called the police to shut it down because they were like, well, not. They were what, they're going to end at 5 in the morning on a Sunday, Monday morning, 5 in the morning. And he's a Mexican. They're playing. They had the whole mariachi band in the backyard. This was summertime. This is like when I first moved here. And then I told him about it. I said, you know, that woman is always throwing parties, and they you know, they got like 100 people in your house, and you know, and then that's when you know he evicted her. He got rid of her. He fucking got rid of that woman. Yeah, they had like 100 people in the house. Literally 100 people. It's like this. It's like the size of this house. Imagine 100 people in this house, and then most of them are drinking beer and they stumbling and they, you know, there's only like 2 bathrooms in the house, so they coming over here to my house. In that camera, this camera, I saw a fucking river of piss coming down. There was a river of piss coming down here. That's how I noticed they were pissing. Because it was at night. I was over here doing something else, and I had it on. Yeah, imagine the rubbish straight out. Exactly. The garbage and the empty beer cans and all that. Yeah, 100. So you know they would walk because they're outside hanging out in front of the house, in the alley, in their house, in the backyard. They're not gonna run upstairs to the second floor and wait online. They ran over here, started pissing in front of my house, and you know it was night. In the night vision, you saw first you saw a little tiny puddle. Then after about the fourth or sixth guy walking over here, it was a freaking trail of piss coming down the hill. Then I went next door. I got dressed. I went next door. I said, "Yo, bro." And I said, "Listen, can you first of all, stop, tell your guests not to go in my house and piss. My house is not a fucking toilet, okay?" And then one of them said something to me, and I said, "What you said, bro? What you say?" I was gonna knock his ass out. He called me, I forgot what was the word. It was a word that he called me in Spanish. And I said, "Oh, you," and I told him, "You trying to be funny, bro?" I got in his face. No, 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 no. I said, "Yeah." I said, you need to sit down, bro. Sit the fuck down before I fucking put you down. And then I walked away, and then, they were like looking at me. I was in front of my house just standing there, and all looking at me. I'm looking at them like, yeah, what? Like, what the fuck? Like, I knock your fucking ass out right now. I don't give a fuck. You're all fucking drunk. It only takes me one punch to the chin, you go down. I'm 100 wins and no 100 wins and no losses on drunken fucks like you. I can make a living punching drunk people out. So they all looked at me, and then I called the police. It was already midnight. I said, I'm gonna call the police. Then I called the police, and they came over, and they were talking to them. Then they came over to talk to me, and I told them, "Listen, it's fucking midnight. It's gonna be Monday morning. Like, put a stop to this shit already. What the fuck?" And then the cop gets an attitude with me. Like, were you telling me to do my job? Yeah, I'm telling you to do your job. Why are you coming back and forth with me? Just go in there and end the party. It's fucking midnight, Monday morning now. It's Sunday night, 11:59. Midnight now with Monday morning. Why are they still throwing a fucking party back there? The volume all the way to the max. Do your fucking job. That's what I told the cop. And he's like looking at me like, "You gonna?" I said, "Yeah, I got a fucking answer because you ain't doing your fucking job. What the fuck? You're quick to come to my house when, because I had a bench warrant. They came to my house with 5 cars to take me to the court because I had a bench warrant that I didn't know about. Of course, that was a mistake and shit. And then it was actually a family court issue. And then motherfuckers came here with guns blazing on me. It looks like I'm a fugitive. Meanwhile, they fucking over here next door, urinating all over the fucking place. They're all intoxicated. They're all gonna get in their car and, God forbid, kill somebody. Right? Because they're gonna get in their car and, God forbid, because they when they drink like this. I swear to God, when they walk like this. They're like this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's when when you fucked up. You fucked up when you can't even stand straight. Imagine you behind the wheel. All right? And I'm gonna end the party. What you telling me to do? Yeah, I'm telling you to do your job. Because, there's always one good cop, bad cop. And I guess he's the bad cop. Then the good cop said, oh, true love. I said, no, he needs to back up, man. He's coming up to me with beady eyes like he wants to put a gun in, like he wants to shoot me. And my wife got in the middle of it. And I told him, just do your fucking job, bro. I called you. They didn't call you. I called you. Do your job. Do your job. That's what I told him. I said, I don't know why you listening to them. I called you. You don't hear the music? It's midnight. I went at this midnight. Why are we still listening to music next door? My wife has to go to work early in the morning. The guy wants to argue with me. Like he's trying to flex on me, Like he roided it up. He's roided it up or something. He roided it up. Because what happened. I'm telling you, I'm not anti-cop or anything, but there's a few of them there that they should not have a badge. Because they roided it up, whatever it is. I don't know. They had a malfunction in the military, PTSD. I don't know what the hell's going on with these people. And that guy, right away, he was very with me. You heard me do my job. I'm telling you, I know when I called you. You should be listening to me first. If I called, you don't walk up to them first. You come up to me. I say, yeah, I called you. Come here, bro. Come here. I called you. Why are you listening to them first? Sorry, I drew. It's the truth, right? I made the complaint. You're supposed to get out the car and listen to me first. And he's over there talking to them, and I can hear him like he's trying to get chummy with them. And they giggling over there, and I'm getting pissed. I'm like, why is he over there talking to them? I'm the one that made the call. And that's what happened. So I finally told him, you know what, go fuck yourself. I told him, go fuck yourself, get out of my face. I told him that, and I fucking threw the door. I fucking said, fuck you. I threw the door at him. Because my wife is in the way. I said, you know what, fuck him. Let him fucking, let them fucking leave. Fuck him. And I slammed the door. Because I was about to throw, you know what I was going to do next? If he would have left and they wouldn't have shut down the party, I was going to take a whole bunch of eggs and toss it over to the other yard. I was going to start flinging eggs. Start shit. I don't care. That's what I was going to do. I was going to go start flinging eggs. I was going to walk to the other side of my yard, find an angle, and start tossing a few eggs. That's it. I don't care. And they would throw shit back at me, then that's it. Then it's on. That's it. Or worse yet, I get my little, I have a couple of them, little pointy device, and empty a couple of tires. I go ghetto style. You're gonna leave now. You're not leaving. You ever heard of Bronx Tale? Remember what he says? Oh, I told you guys to leave, but you didn't leave. Now you're not leaving. Remember that he closed the door on the motorcycle gang? Remember he did that? He said, he did. I told you guys to leave, and you guys refused to leave, right? Now you're not leaving. And all the people came out with their baseball bats and they beat down that motorcycle gang. Remember that? In the Bronx Tale? That's what's going to happen. I says, hey, you're not leaving? Well, now you're not going to leave because I'm going to blow out your tires. You know what I'm saying? I've been, let me see. Not like I haven't done it before, bro. I've done it before. I've done it before, bro. I had one snap ahead. I used to always park in front of my house. I had one snap ahead. I used to always park in front of my house. Now, I told Tasso, you see this line right here? This is my driveway. This is not the driveway. His car will always be out here. His whole bumper will be like all the way out here, like 2 feet. 2 feet out, and they would tell him every night, bro, you're blocking my driveway. And the guy don't want to listen. You know what I did one day? I'm going to show you what I did one day. I'm just gonna show you the tip of it. I'm just gonna show you the tip of it. I'll show you a glimpse of it. You know what that does to a tire? You know what that did to that tire? The guy kept doing that, and I kept telling him, "Yo, you just don't listen, right?" The guy was like, one night I went out there and the whole, two out of the four tires, I took care of it with this guy. And that's the end of that. You know what happened after that? Guess what happened after that? He never parked around my house again. Never, never. Not even in front. Not even in the good side of. He was always across the street down the block. Never again. You know why? Because I fucking took care of it. You know, sometimes you can't talk to people. Sometimes you know what? I say bye bye. Some people say, "Oh, but you condone vandalism." No, if he deserves it, yeah, he deserves it. He deserves it. He deserved it because he kept pushing the buttons, you know. And I told him, and I told him. We even called on him one time, and he got a ticket. He got a ticket. And he still, even he got a ticket. He's a knucklehead. He kept doing that. He just kept, like, and he had like he has an F-150. You know what's an F-150? You know how big is the F-150? You know how big is the F-150 with the big exaggerated bumpers on it and everything? That thing was like 3 feet out, blocking my driveway. 3 feet, was this much out at least, sticking out of my driveway. Now he was just going like this to me. He was going like this to me every night. And I said, okay. I didn't tell him I was going to do it. One night, you know, one night, what I did is just, one night I said, I sharpened this thing up. I don't want to show it because I don't want to get, I'm trying not to show it, but, I'll show you the handle. I was sharpening that thing up, boy. I have electric sharpener. That thing went through like butter. Like butter. I went, bish! Push! I said, I went out there incognito, late, and my camera in front of my house. I don't care. No, he was gone. He was gone the next morning. I woke up. I woke up late. The car was already gone. I guess somebody gave him a hand, and it was gone. And he never came back. Never came back. Never came back. And people know. People suspected it probably was me. But I say I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Police don't lock people up for worse stuff, right? No, that's it. I don't care. I got to a point where I didn't care. I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I don't care. Not the first time I done that. I done that before. I done that a couple of more times before. That's how. Because when they knucklehead, that's it. That's how. I done it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I done it, bro. Not my proudest moment, but you know what? My wife looked at me and said, "Damn, only you could do something." I said, "No, that's right." I said, man got a boiling point. That's it. Because every time he was like on purpose. He did it on purpose. He did it on purpose. He blocked that. I ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't gonna do nothing. And people told him, because I kept telling my neighbor, why is this guy doing? Why? Well, I don't know. I said, okay, well, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. My neighbor had a tenant. My neighbor had a tenant. I'm waiting for the speaker. Is not gonna be. My neighbor had a tenant, right? Mexican woman. A whole family. They always, the daughters, older daughters, they're all teenagers, whatever, early 20. I don't know. They smoke weed in front of right near my house. And I could smell that shit into my room. I opened it and said, yo, why are you in front of my house? But why you in front of my house smoking? You don't live here. Go across the street. Get out of here. And we had it out. We had, no, it's my fucking property in front of my house. Get the fuck out of here. So then the mother started chiming in on my shit, getting my face and all that. And one day, they have a dog, right? They have a little dog. So they kept bringing the dog on purpose. I know she did it on purpose. She would bring the dog in front of my house, and the dog pooped. The dog pooped in front of my house, and she left it there. Because I caught on the camera. Like, she didn't care. She just said, what he's going to do? So what I did is I took that poop. Of course, I wore gloves. I took that poop, and I put it on her fucking car on the windshield. Across the street, it was like 2 in the morning. My wife said, what are you doing? I said, no, I'm going to fix this shit right now. I'm going to fix this shit right now. So I took that poop. Mm-hmm. Toma, you want to mess with me? Toma, I rubbed that shit on her fucking windshield and on the passenger window. I rubbed that sucker all over it. I had the glove. I don't have my latex gloves, of course. I don't, Yeah, I rubbed that. Here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. And I went back to my house. Put in the garbage. The next day, they didn't say nothing to me. They knew it was me. They didn't say nothing to me. And I just looked at them. I was sweeping the sidewalk. And I see them like cleaning. I see them like cleaning the car. But what they're going to say to me? Oh, you did that? Yeah, because you left it in front of my house. So I'm just giving it back to you. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. If they would have said something to me, say, yeah, because it belongs to you. Because I saw it through the camera. See, that's why the camera is great. See, that's why the camera is great. Yeah, I'm returning what's yours. Because it was right here. All right. It was right here. Right here, she's walking the dog, and right there, the dog pooped right there. Right there. And they just looked at it, and they were chuckling, and they went across the street like their business. And they left it there. And then about 4 hours later, it was like 2 in the morning, I finally came out and said, my wife looked at it. She said, yeah, you know what's done? I said, yeah, I got it, honey. I said, I got it, honey. I got it, honey. I'm going to fix this. I went outside, grabbed that fucking pile. I grabbed that sucker. I had my gloves, of course. I went on. And her car was right across the street. There you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. All yours. Here you go. How you like me now? How you like me now? There you go. Next day, they were cleaning that shit up. I was outside sweeping the sidewalk. They ain't say nothing to me. They ain't say nothing. They knew it was me. Because it came from here. It had to come from here. But as soon as they would have said that to me, I said, yeah. Oh, I would have said, yeah, I'm returning it back to you. I got you on camera that you guys were doing. You guys left it here and you were chuckling about it. They were chuckling. Because they were right here. And this is after we had that big the big argument. They came back and they were hanging out here. And they let it happen right there. And I said, yeah, I'm going to fix that. And I fixed it. And it never happened again. Again. Here we go again. It never happened again. You know why? Because they know that if they do that again, it's going to happen to them again. And I can imagine them cleaning that windshield, the indignity of they thought they were going to pull a... You see what happened is? The indignity, they thought that they were going to get the last laugh. They didn't think that I was going to go out there at 3 in the morning and pick it up and return them the favor. That's why it backfired on them. You know, because it happened before. They done that before, but I didn't confront them because I knew it was going to be nothing but nonsense. I just washed it off with the hose. And this time I said, no. Now that we had the argument, now that we had the big argument, no. I said, no. I'm going to put this shit on their windshield. So I put it on their windshield. I smeared that sucker there. My wife is in the window across the street looking at me. She's just like, Danny, because I'm tippy-toeing. I got the hoodie on, you know. Smeared. Hey, I don't care, bro. You know what? Anything goes. When you have tenants, when you got neighbors that don't respect you, when you got neighbors that don't respect you, you know what? You got to hit them where it hurts. That's it. I don't care. I'm not gonna sit here and be diplomatic. No, I tried being diplomatic. I tried being diplomatic, bro. Sometimes you know what? Sometimes you gotta hit them. You know. Yeah. I painted their windshield. I painted the passenger side window and their windshield because at that angle the camera couldn't see. Their camera across the street couldn't see me. If I would have went to the driver's side window, there was a chance that they could see me. But I went to the other side window where there wasn't an angle where they wouldn't be able to see me through the window. Even from their window in the apartment, they wouldn't be able to see where I was at. So I did like half of the so I did like the passenger the window, and then I did half of the windshield. And so when it came out, it was on that side. So they probably speculated it could have been somebody else from maybe from another side. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Nice K bar. Yeah, that's what you call a K bar. I didn't know it was called a K bar. I don't know the terminology already. To me, they always call it Rambo thingy. And but I don't want to say the other word because I don't want to get banned. Rambo, cutlery, whatever. So yeah, I understand. You know, sometimes you understand. I live in this area where there's a lot of ghetto people out here. So sometimes you got to get ghetto on them. That's it. That's it. That's what I do. Sometimes you got to get ghetto. First, what I do is I try to talk to them. That's what happened with these people. I tried to talk to them. I said, why are you in front of my house? And then we got to a big argument because they got all in my face. There was one kid that tried to hit me, a young punk, and I told him, yo, you touch me, bro, I'm going to knock you out. And I told him. Um, then they were all in front of my face. Then I finally called the police. Then I called the police. I called the police because I said, why they, because I told them, I said, I'm in front of my house and I'm telling them why they live across the street, why they can't be in front of their house loitering, why they in front of my house loitering. That's how I started because they used to always loiter in front of my house. And when they loiter in front of my house, they used to always leave the garbage here. Yeah, the empty beer cans or whatever, wrappers and all this shit in front of my house. Meanwhile, they live across the street. You know, a lot of these people are uneducated. They never had mommy and daddy or whatever, or mommy and mommy, whatever, you know, or they grew up with nobody. I don't know what the hell malfunction they had in their life. They can't clean up after themselves. A lot of people, I noticed that they can't clean up after themselves. You're drinking water bottle in the middle of the street and you're walking. Put the empty water bottle, empty container, keep it in your hands. So you find a receptacle and throw it in there. Don't be a slob. Don't throw it in the fucking street in front of somebody's house. You know, like you didn't learn any manners when you were growing up. And these are grown adults doing the same shit in front of their kids. And I told them, I pointed out to them. I told them, the way you act is the way you're teaching your kid how to act. You know, instead of picking up after yourself. Like I don't mind you standing in front of my house, but not in front of my house, but like in the curb there, and you got to do something right there because you park your car there. But don't hang out there, play music till 11 o'clock at night when my wife has to go to work at 5 in the morning. I mean, she has to wake up at 5 in the morning to be out of the house at 6:30. You understand? Like, no, fuck no. I'm not going to put up with that shit. So I guess street cleaning is over because it's already 2 o'clock. 2:27. Yeah, it's over. Wow. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess they must have passed by when, I mean, every once in a while, they probably, sometimes they miss their day. I guess they didn't show up today. Yeah, because now there's one of them towing vehicles with a flatbed. Wow, it's going to be 2:30 already. I got to be out of here in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, pick up my son. Yeah, so I listen, I get nasty. Okay. I'm not afraid of that because I grew up around that. I grew up around people like that. Have some fucking decorum. Have some respect for people's property. Don't go to somebody's house and stand there and then you start littering, you eating a wrapper or something. Like that's just low class, ghetto, people. That's it. low class, no whatever, mommy, whatever. I don't know. Even they even have a mother or whatever. I don't know. Just nasty. So and when that's what I do. I get the benefit of that. I talk to them first, and then after that, all bets are off. I give people the benefit of the doubt. I will talk to them first. I confronted many people about standing in front of my house bringing it. Because people used to bring their dogs a lot. When I first moved here, my front of my house used to be everybody used to bring their dogs here and poop. I put a stop to that. One by one, when I had the camera, I started confronting them. Oh, you live in this building. Why are you coming all the way up here? Why don't you take your dog in front of your building and take care of business over there? And then why don't you pick it up after that? Like, my house is not my house is not your dog's toilet. I'm sorry. It's not your personal toilet. I'm sorry. Like, don't come over here with that nonsense. Like, this world will be a better place if people respect people's spaces. It's the truth. This world will be a much better place if people will respect people's spaces and their opinion and not intrude upon that. Okay? I don't go to front of somebody's house down the block and hang out there and play music and litter. I don't do that. I expect the same courtesy when you come in front of my house. Treat people how you want to be treated back. Treat people with respect. you know. But some people, they don't deserve that because they were not taught that. They were taught to just be obnoxious or whatever. I don't know. Like people that will go in a restaurant and they talk loud and they want everybody to hear the conversation. It's just a lot of this stuff. It's a lot of this stuff is unfortunately a lot of this stuff is because of liberalism behavior. We did that. We allowed this to happen. Their behavior, like these people that throw paint in just oil. They you just oil. You just lay in the curb, and they don't care if you're late to work or not. You have a livelihood. You have to go to work. God forbid, or like that. What happened to that one man? His wife was in labor, and these people are laying down in the street with a care in the world. And the poor woman is in labor. He's taking her to the emergency room, and these fucking people are laying there with the just oil shit. Just no oil, whatever, no oil, whatever the fuck they call. This is a society that we're raising. We're raising a lot of people to be obnoxious and rude and don't respect anything. And this is why I deal with here. I deal with the hair and I treat them accordingly. I have no issue knocking somebody out. If they take a swing at me, all bets are off. I don't want to go there, but if I have to, I will. Hey, all bets are off. I'm sorry. I will talk to you. And then, but if you get in my face, and no, I'm done. And things like that. It's just unfortunate. That's why I'm glad that at least we're having some common sense on Monday. We're going to have at least a common sense. Get riddance to this fucking corpse that's leaving. And we have some common sense coming back to the White House. Thank God. Thank God. Yeah, case closed. Exactly. I don't care. I don't care, bro. I talk. I give people benefit doubt. After that, all bets are off. I don't care. Oh, that bananas up against. I never heard of that. Wow, that's interesting. Bananas up. Bananas exhaust. Bananas up. Car's exhaust pipe. Screws near the tire. The screw part I thought about, but the problem is the screw part is that I don't want. If for example, my wife mentioned that. She said, "Why don't you just throw some screws?" I said, "No, because why? Even if he leaves and sometimes all the screws are, I don't want somebody else to pay for it. Somebody else because somebody else will park there. There's a very right now. As soon as 3 o'clock is out, all this parking is gonna be taken over. People are just waiting for 3 o'clock on the dot, and then they're gonna all that parking is gone for the weekend. They all right now. If you go outside, everybody's double parked on the other side, waiting for the right before 3 o'clock, and then they're gonna start taking the spots. It's crazy. People are like that. People, I don't know what's wrong with people's values. People don't respect people's spaces. You know, even if you're not a homeowner, say you live in an apartment. You're walking out of your building. You take pride in your building. Even though you don't own that building, you take pride in your building. You live in a nice building. You don't want to walk outside your building and see people, crapping all over your building. You got to say something. Like, do you live in this building? No. So why are you bringing your dog in front of our building? Why don't you go to your building, in front of your house, and do that stuff? Why do you have to come over here? And that's what they do. They try to be slick. A lot of people think they're slick, but they don't know that overall you're making the whole area disgusting when you do that. You don't think about that as a fellow. For example, my case, a fellow, you know, in Yonkers, fellow, what I don't know what they call the Yonkers. I know New York City, New Yorker, or I'm gonna say, well, let me just say fellow New Yorker. Even though I keep my area clean up here, but when I walk down the block and I see disgusting down there, it bothers me because it doesn't have to be like that down the block. But the problem is that whoever's down the block, the people down the block, they don't care, and that's not here. I care about my area here. I care about my area. I want to see my area clean, even across the street. Sometimes I'll let them know. Listen, bro, you got people up here that are hanging in front of your house. Let's put a stop to that. Oh, I will. I will call the police on them. I let them know. I don't care because I have my son. My son lives with me. I want to raise my son. I'm trying to. This is a place where to raise a family. I wouldn't say that, but I'm trying the best I can here. You know what I'm saying? And to see people like just don't have no respect for anything. We're talking about grown adults with children. And they're like that in front of their children, throwing garbage and all. You're teaching the kids to be the same way you are. And what's wrong with people? And I always say, I said it a few minutes ago, this world would be a lot better place if people respect other people's property and respect their opinion too. If you don't like my opinion, that's fine. But don't demonize. I don't demonize you because whatever your belief is. Whatever, that's your belief. But don't impose that on me. Don't impose that on me. And that's the problem with these liberals. They want to impose everything on you, and if you don't agree with them, they'll cancel you, demonize you, wish you drop dead, or wish every horrific thing on you. They're really, like that's what it is. Really. Hello, Dwayne Trivet. I hope you're doing well. I'm approaching the 3 hour mark, 2 hours and 57 minutes. And local time is 2:36. So, yeah, 3 hours. I think that's good. 3 hours. Yeah, I was gonna come back and continue, but I think we covered a lot today. So I'll be on for another 10 minutes, and then I'll call it a day. It's 2:37, so 2:45 or so I'll be out of here. 2:50, 2:40 something. I'll go pick up my son from school. Yeah, so that's what happens. Alfredo, what did you do with the cake? Well, I smeared it on their window. That whatever that you're talking about, that cake. Yeah, returning their property, exactly. Because when they did it just to stick it to me that night. I remember because I was watching it here. Because sometimes I have the camera on, when I'm doing something, I have it on just to monitor. And I saw them there talking. I could hear them because they're right there. I could hear them talking. I could hear them giggling. Yeah, I hear them giggling. Yeah. And then when I saw the dog there and they pooped, and they didn't pick it up. They just looked at it and then went back across the street, and then they went inside. And I'm waiting. I said, okay. And then I went upstairs. I told my wife what happened, and she said, oh yeah. I said, don't worry about it. I'll wait till later because it was around 11 o'clock at night, I guess, when it happened. Maybe 10 of that. It was like before 11 o'clock at night. So I was up late that night. I think it wasn't on the weekend. I know it was late. And then around 1 o'clock in the morning, I forgot what it was, almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I went outside. I put on my gloves. I have gloves. I have boxes of latex gloves. Went to work. Yeah, the only thing is the gag reflex, but it didn't. At least it didn't stay. It wasn't big because it's like a small like a poodle, not a poodle. What is it? What kind of dog is it? Yeah, it's like a poodle. It was more like not a schnauzer. It's a cross between a schnauzer and a poodle. So it's a small dog. So the poop was small. It wasn't even big, but it was nice and squishy, nice enough to smear, nice enough to cover, and it was still fresh on the ground. There you go, bro. Don't care, bro. Don't come in front of my house and think that you got one up on me, bro. Don't think you come in front of my house, you got a one up on me. You know. All right, take care, Michael. 272. Um, yeah, take care. I like the DX that you did. That was nice. With the I hope to do that here, and well, and you got it recent, like right now. Damn, it's not even seasoned for that, and you still got it. That's why they say it can happen anytime. It's not only FMDX can happen anytime. Actually, from what I heard, it can happen anytime. Yeah. Okay. Let me shut this off. Let me turn this off now. Let me turn this off. Yeah. So that guy that I trolled earlier, I'm not gonna ban him right now. I'm gonna look at the replay and I'll probably ban him tonight. I don't know, whatever. I don't care. He just made a fool of himself. That's right. You know, like I said, I'm just gobbling up viewing hours. That's what I do here. I have videos I want to do. I have videos that I have to do. I have a whole bunch of videos. I'm waiting now that SI 4732. I can't wait for that radio now. I'm excited to get that radio now. I want to try that little radio, very tiny radio. The fact that it's that tiny and it does single sideband and RDS, that's going to be a game changer for a lot of radio makers to step up. That's why I like that. That's why I bought that radio. And that radio was not even $30. That's a step up. That means that makers need to step up now. Stop with this charging $50 for a radio that doesn't even do single sideband. And that radio can do it. That little radio that I paid $29 with the donut antenna, the single sideband, and RDS. You radio makers need to step up. You need to start stepping up. And I'm gonna test it. I want to see how good it is. I'm gonna compare it to, a good radio that has single sideband. I may compare it to the D808 just to see on the single sideband. Because that's the first thing I'm gonna tune is utility station. I'm gonna tune to utility stations, like for example, Shannon Baumnet. I'm gonna tune into those. I want to see how if we can pick it up. First I'm gonna try the U loop. I'll try with that. I'm gonna hook it up to the MLA 30 that's outside. I'm gonna hook it up to, and that little radio does single sideband real well. Man, that's gonna be a game changer because now you put the bar higher now. That means especially QDOSIN, you need to step up. The next radio has to have single sideband. QDOSIN is a great radio. I love that radio. But if that little radio can do single sideband, that little SI 4732, then the next QDOSIN better do single sideband. Better. And that's not even an option. Better do it. Because you just raised the bar. That little radio just raised the bar. All right? That little radio raised the bar. RDS, that's another one. Wow. That pretty much you got to make RDS standard now for any radio that has FM. You know, pretty much. You're going to have to. So that's why I'm interested in that radio. That's why I'm excited about that radio. Because if that radio performs well, then that really raises the bar, especially for us radio enthusiasts. Because that little radio is saying, you know what, if this little radio can do it, then your $50 radio that you come out with later on or whatever, that it has to be in there. It's not, we don't want to include single sideband. You gotta have it now. That's it. Now, because I'm not even gonna look at it. I'm not gonna look at it. You know, you know, the next radio they come out with, you gotta have single sideband. Or I don't even want to look at it, to be honest. I don't know how much can they improve on that radio. Or the TEF 6686. Or even firmware update. For example, the TF 6686, the silver radio right now. For that one, honestly, they could do a firmware update and just put single sideband. You know, like with the Shenyang LC90, right? It didn't have single sideband in the beginning. Let me snooze it for 5 minutes. In the beginning, it didn't have single sideband, but what happened? Now it has single sideband right now, and now they added RDS. So it's possible that, you know, the TF 6686 in the future, because that one has several firmware updates. Maybe one day they might have a single sideband firmware update on it. You know. All right, so I'm gonna head out of here. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you on the next one. I'm looking maybe Sunday, maybe, or maybe even tomorrow after, either tomorrow early or after. I don't know yet. Let me see. I'm gonna say more after, maybe. And then of course Monday I'm gonna be on the Danny Show. I will do a live stream there for the inauguration because I want to do one there. And there you go. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.